Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good night. Good whatever time it is in your part of the world. Welcome to the channel. And we're going to talk about the Conference League final between Roma and Feyenoord. So we're going to also discuss about some other news that's going on. Transfer news, Chelsea takeover, Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, you name it. You got a topic, we're gonna discuss about it. That's how we do stuff here. So, let me just remind you very quickly about the lineup here from Roma. As you can tell here, Roma lineup is already out. Patricio in goal, Mancini, Smalling, Ibanez, Kastorp, Cristani, Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini, Zalewski, Zaniolo, and Tammy Abraham. The man himself in front. I don't know if I'm gonna even recognize any player from Feyenoord, but we're gonna talk about them in a little while. So today Mourinho could win something, you know. It's a small cup according to many people, but hey, you have to win it. At the end of the day, you have to win it, right? So look at this guy here, Tammy. Ooh, Tammy. Tammy Abraham and his colleagues are getting ready for the final of Europa Conference League. This is the first Conference League ever, right? The first trophy. I don't know. The trophy looks like it was made for flowers. Doesn't really looks like a football kind of trophy. It's just like a flower pot or something like that. But I don't know. They keep on creating those competitions over and over again just to get more money. Hello everybody in the chat. Nice to see you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I'm trying to do something now. Okay. Let's do this. Agua. So Samuel was there. Corona. All right, people. So if you have a question, you can ask. If you wanna call, you can call us. No problem. This is for the people and by the people. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff, right? Let me know in the comment, who do you think is gonna win? Because this is a final, okay? On paper, Mourinho is gonna do it, but you never know. The final is a final. You know, when this team of Feyenoord, they played against Marseille, I was watching that game and I say Marseille, we're going to destroy them. No, it didn't happen. They won the first leg. The second leg in France, they drew. So this is still anybody's cup, okay? Nobody is gonna pretend to win it before actually winning it. So fans are already in the stadium, as you can tell. Things are getting crazy. Look at Roma fans here in the stadium. So let's check on some facts here. Jose Mourinho has won 4 major UEFA finals out of 4. So 4 out of 4. Today could be 5 out of 5, right? Major. So he won the Champions League twice. He won Europa League twice. Now the Conference League is gonna make history, right? I don't know if you can call it major competition. It's just like a small one, but still a cup though. You still need to win it. You still need to do the job at the end of the day, right? So oh, look at the balls here. The Conference League balls are just funny. The balls are designed just like the Europa League kind of design. Okay, so look at this dude here. He's ready and excited. Jose Mourinho. So this is the lineup for Feyenoord. The lineup for them is there on your screen. You can tell, you can see clearly. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pronounce certain names here, but you can tell yourself. Below, wow. There we go. Already the goalkeeper, you can't even pronounce his name. And you go to Gertruda, Trona, Sineti, Malasia, Orkon, okay, Till, Desus, Nelson, and Sinitera. Okay, interesting. Very good team from Holland here, my people. So don't sleep on them. Okay, even if you don't know them, they can still surprise a lot of people. They can still do the job. Watch out. Who do you want to win? Of course, Roma and Tammy Abraham. And on Saturday, who do you want to win? Saturday, I want all of them to lose. I want all of them to lose. I don't have any feeling toward any team in that final. So I don't really care. If I had the opportunity to make them lose, both teams, I would do it. It looks like a washing basket. Yeah, true. Washing basket. Laundry basket, right? Hello, how are you doing? Mr. Lee? Good, good. Did Chelsea give up on the transfer of Gerson from Torino? Chelsea need to get this guy. I don't know, give up is a strong word. First of all, are you sure that Chelsea were interested, like, officially, or it's just the media talk, the agent talk? Because I've seen that guy linked with everybody under the sun. Tottenham Hotspurs, Arsenal, PSG, Marseille. Everywhere that I go, even Barcelona, I've seen that guy. So, you see, in the community, when you see somebody linked with Chelsea, if you Google it, you're gonna see that the same guy being linked with everybody. So the same energy that we have in the community, making videos, getting excited, is the same energy that other fans from other teams are having by doing exactly the same. So do not think that we are the only people on earth to be linked with those players. So the guy, I didn't know him at all until we got linked with him. And I just went online and checked on some videos, just like anybody else. So I'm not going to pretend that I know him. No, I don't know him at all. But I'm going to trust the process if we get him. He looks good. Powerful. He can improve. It looks like he's 25 years old. So why not? But I'm not going to tell you more than that. And people even who watched the video the same day that we were linked with him say, oh, you have to get him. We have to get him. Oh, this time, where were you? You didn't suggest him. You know, like we all become expert after just watching a few minutes video. So it's not as easy as that, my friend. It's not as easy as that. Newcastle already destroying football by adding 50 million to Kieran Tierney. Tierney is from Arsenal, right? For bidding 50 million. Is that official, or is just the same sources that will come up with something like that? That guy got a long-term contract at Arsenal. I don't think it's gonna happen. So I don't see it happening, bro. He's part of the leaders at Arsenal, but you know, now you can make it whatever headline you want. You can make whatever you want. People are gonna read. People are gonna follow you. People are gonna call you source, but avoid to abbreviation. I don't do good with abbreviation. You should just write everything, you know. Just write the entire thing, you know. What and you are how about Sir from Watford? Way less money, great young player. Like I said, listen, you and me, we watching those players on TV. There are people who are paid a lot of money, okay? They pay like expensive first class airplane ticket to go around the world and go watch on some players. They are doing their job, getting paid a lot of money, sleeping in very luxury hotel to do the job. So you might just like somebody because you see him on TV or he's from your continent or your country. But at the end of the day, he might not fit what the manager or the scouting department are looking for. Even though I don't trust the scouting department at Chelsea, by the way. I don't trust anybody. I don't think that they are good enough. All of them need to be sacked. But it's a good point. Sarr looks very good on TV, and they already relegated. They are already in the championship. So it might be a very good cheap option. The question is, do Thomas Tuchel want to play that kind of football, or he's trying to create something else? It's not just because somebody is good that you have to bring him in the team. Okay? And it's not just because a team is selling a player that player is average or whatever. It's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we don't see. But for us fans on TV, it's always black or white. It's not that black or white. They know what is good for them, for the team. I don't know. I'm not even sure that Chelsea scout know what is good for the team. I don't trust them. But also you have to understand that we've been changing managers all the time, and those scouts really can't connect with managers. They kind of buy what they think is gonna be good instead of like have a philosophy, you know, have a system and try to bring players that will work on those system. Look at Hakim Ziyech. They want to sell him now. People are calling him flop or whatever. But I'm telling you now, under a different system, is better than the Feyenoord on paper, of course, but part of that is just because we don't know anybody from Feyenoord's team. We don't watch the Dutch league often. We only watch like Ajax, right? Or when you're there in the Champions League and few games here and there, but you don't really know them that much. So people, 17 minutes to go until the game starts. I'm gonna see how I feel. If we're gonna continue or stop at some point, depend also on the people and the energy that I'm getting from the chat. So don't forget to like, subscribe. Let's get to 30 likes, my people. Listen, it doesn't cost you anything. It takes you 1 second, 1 click, and that's it. So the more you like, the more people we're gonna get in the stream, and the more courage I'm gonna have to carry on and talk football and give you the opportunity to express yourselves. So I have let me see what I can do now. Good. So we have so far so good. What do you mean by that? I want Roma to win just for Tammy and Jose, but I think Feyenoord will win it. Okay, that is your opinion. I saw another guy early on starting attacking Tammy Abraham. One of those Chelsea fans that will follow the players that they didn't like. They follow them everywhere, even if they leave Chelsea Football Club. They follow them everywhere to continue the campaign and insult and all that. Just like, so Tammy Abraham is one of those guys that still victim of online bullying. And him and people like Lampard and stuff like that. Like, hey, they are not in your team anymore. Why are you going to continue to bully people and insult people? I don't know. I don't understand that. But I think it's depend also on education. Education you got from your home. So for me, even if I don't like you, you were playing for my team. You are out. I'm happy. You are out. We got a better one. That's part of it. Good luck. Go do your thing. Why are you gonna go and wish him death or wish him bad things happen just because you didn't like him when he was at your team? Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, thank you, my people, for stopping by. And what's going on here? 22 likes. Come on, 50 people watching now. If everybody can like, it doesn't cost anything. Just 1 click away, my friend. 1 second. And you're gonna help your brother out. So the game is about to start. Let me refresh. 15 minutes to go until the game starts, apparently. So before the game starts, probably let's check on some breaking news in the Chelsea community. It could be something happening. Let's check on Fabrizio Romano if he got some news for us. Oh, this is another. Here we go. That was like 5 hours ago. This guy here, Ryan Gravenberg. I heard that he was going to Manchester United, but he signed for Bayern Munich until 2027. Congratulations, brother. And see you. See you in the Champions League when the almighty Blues, Chelsea Football Club, destroy you at your backyard one more time. You know, teams that I would like to meet in the Champions League, like when our team is like functioning 100%, Bayern Munich and PSG. I can't wait, man, for my revenge. I know that we beat them in the final of the Champions League, but after that, they beat us almost every time. after after that Champions League final, because we just, every time that we meet them, it's just like the team is upside down, shambolic. So this time, if we build a great team, and then I'm gonna need to meet them in a normal game in the Champions League. No final, no semi-final, just a normal one in the pool or something. Anyways, so that is from Mr. Fabrizio Romano. What else? Neymar, it's a very true. Okay, so Neymar Jr. been linked with Chelsea Football Club. Many fans, want him, but it's almost impossible to get to somebody like Neymar because of the money that he is on at PSG. Nobody is going to accept to pay him that kind of money. Unless if you take a big risk and you're going to capitalize on Neymar popularity around the world to sell more and extend your brand. But in the football side, I'm not too sure that he's going to do much in the Premier League. He's injury prone at the moment. He gained a lot of weight. He doesn't run a lot the way he used to be. He's going to be 31 years old. I don't know, man. So he gave an interview. Neymar, is true on my side that I want to stay at PSG. After war, no one said anything to me. Tells, yeah. So he denied the fact that he's leaving because they didn't tell him officially. But what I heard is that Qatar, Mbappe is the owner of PSG at the moment. He owns PSG and he's the president of France. He wants Neymar out. So let's wait and see what's going to happen, how this is going to end. But they can't force him out. He signed a new contract like last year, 5 more years. There is nothing you can do about it. You have to pay him out his contract, or you need to find some kind of deals to make in order to let him go. But either ways, he's going to get a lot of money, a lot of money on top of that. So that is a news from Mr. Fabrizio Romano. Look at this. Arsenal just signed somebody. The legendary Eddie Nketiah himself will stay at Arsenal, who signed a new contract. A long-term deal. I'm sure AFTV are not happy about it. Many Arsenal fans don't see him as somebody who deserves to be there. But Lacazette is leaving. Who else is in that position? Aubameyang sold. On the market now, they are working to get Jesus. So I don't know if they're going to play a system with 2 strikers. And Eddie Nketiah can be a very good one from the bench or a second striker. I don't know. Never say never. He's like, how old is he? Like 22, 23? Something like that. So I learned a long time ago not to say never in people's lives because I'm not God. So I'm going to keep an open mind on this one. But I'm very sure that if you watch Arsenal fans, they are not happy about this at all. Not happy. Arteta out. He's going to continue. So, Anderlecht, sacked. I don't know if you can call this sacked, but they got rid of Vincent Kompany, and he's been linked with Burnley, actually, in the championship. So, let's wait and see what's going to happen. Let's wait. And Kompany been really discriminated a lot since he took over at Anderlecht. Yeah, a lot of racial insult and chat and all that because they are not like getting the result that they were expecting from him. But I think this is a very good experience for him to coach for a couple of seasons, and then the next step is gonna be probably the championship, and then who knows, one day he might be coaching in the Premier League. Good luck to Mr. Vincent Company. Alta is in the house. Hello, Turf. For now, why are you asking for my email? My private email. There is an email there that is public there on social media, bro. If you look on, if you go on what is called again, Twitter, Instagram, you can DM me. You will see my email. You see everything there. My handling. I don't know what that you're gonna find me. I'm public. I'm a public person. You can, you can find me everywhere. So, what's your point? What the point you're trying to make here? Masterclass of Jose Mourinho is coming, according to this guy here. 7 minutes to go. Somebody is saying that, are you Mason Greenwood in disguise? What do you mean by that? Are you trying to insult me or something? Mason Greenwood is somebody that, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, but hey, don't compare me to other people. Don't start trolling, because we don't like trolls here. We block all the trolls. But we want to keep you here, but don't troll people. I'm not Mason Greenwood. Greenwood is having some issues with the girlfriend and all that at Manchester United. I'm older than... How can you even compare me with that kid? He's like 18 and 19 years old, right? I was listening to you in the morning, my man. Great show. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Alta, always, man. Always there for the channel. I believe Pulisic is going to be sold. He raised Chelsea and changed his profile pic on Instagram. Well, it's going to be a stupid thing to do. Americans take over a Chelsea football club, and all of a sudden you sell your biggest assets in America. How stupid that is going to be. I think the owners are going to want to keep him, but the manager looks like he doesn't trust him. He doesn't like him. So I would like to see him enjoy football somewhere else, but it's going to be a big loss for Chelsea Football Club. And Todd Boehly, they need to be very careful. Somebody who is holding like Captain America. You are in the US, you know how big that guy is. And you're going to lose your market just like that. That is going to be stupid. And Thomas Tuchel needs to fix his attitude sometimes. You know, he got some bad attitude towards certain players. Like, if he doesn't trust you, he doesn't trust you. Tammy Abraham, you make a mistake for 45 minutes, you are out. Never seen again. Callum Hudson-Odoi the same. Like, he's kind of my way or no way, kind of. But if you are a good manager, you have to find a way of putting everybody together. Not like only what I want. Sometimes you have to work with what you got. So, although I'm a huge Barca fan, I love Manchester United and enjoy when Valencia and play there. Mourinho made Valencia his captain, and that Europa League final, right, was a memorable time. So let's go, Jose Mourinho. Yeah, I am supporting Tammy Abraham today, bro. So I am for Roma, but this kind of games, it's very difficult though. Happy Tammy to win. Not gonna lie, I find Mr. Remontada funny when you trigger him. Yeah, I don't like you find me funny. Yeah, I don't, I'm here to have good time, bro. I have a family, I have a job, I have everything. The minimum. So I'm here putting myself in this position to meet people, to have fun. Today, I know you because of this YouTube thing. I know Mohammed, Steve, and thousands of people because of this. So it's becoming my hobby. Have good time. Let's have a fight. Let's respect each other. Let's have a good laugh. So everybody that will come to troll and like childish attitude and all that, I just don't. I can't handle that. I can't take it. You know. I'm here for a good time. Okay. Klopp truly is a magnificent coach. He is just genuinely like that. You can't mirror his always. Oh, Klopp. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's good. He's good, but it took him time to get to that level. It's gonna take Thomas Tuchel time to get to another level. You know what I mean? Klopp actually is the guy that gave Christian Pulisic his chance at 16 years old at Dortmund. And after that, Thomas Tuchel took over, and then he gave Christian Pulisic few playing time here and there. So everybody, when Thomas Tuchel took over at Chelsea Football Club, people were making theories and say, oh, this is it. Christian Pulisic is the biggest winner on this one. He's going to be playing every single game. The rest is history. First of all, he's going to play him out of position or play a completely different system that nobody understands. The system that's just protecting the defense, and our attackers are suffering from it. So for me, you can blame whoever you want, but the manager also need to take some responsibilities on this. Need to be 50-50, you know? So all right, people, 1 minute to go until the beginning of this game. Get ready. Thank you for stopping by. Let's get to 50 likes, and then it's gonna encourage me to continue this. Let me see what I can do. All right. Europa League. No, this is not Europa League. This is Europa Conference League. I don't know why they didn't just like call it like Conference League shortcut instead of Europa Conference League. Okay. Yeah, Alta, you know, I got all kind of hate from people. So sometimes it's not cool. We're having good time here, and you're gonna find some people who come up with some nonsense.
Will it be one for Feyenoord?
Jose Mourinho is already very, very angry. I don't know. He's getting to somebody.
One of the three defenders in the Roma backline tonight. Karsdorp now from
Mourinho already is very angry.
Feyenoord in possession. Here is now
He's wearing
Arsenal loanee coming with the ball forward. He's shaking off a challenge.
He's wearing a suit today, so Mourinho, when he wears that, he's on the mission. The man of the mission, Jose Mourinho.
Now Feyenoord are all inside the Roma half. All their players, that is. Kukucu, a man who was linked with Roma in the summer, plays it forward short towards Dessers. There's two Roma players stepping up to close Dessers down, and it was one of those two players who pushed up that got a foot to it. Here's Mancini, clears it for Roma. Straight though to Senesi. Teal to Malacia, the Feyenoord left back. Looks for Sinisterra. Touch goes through to Dessers. Smalling is facing his own goal. He's able to just adjust, and his right foot put it out to touch for a throw and away.
So you have everything on your screen right now, people.
4+ minutes for Feyenoord in the Europa Conference League final here at the Competer Arena in Tirana. It is Roma 0, Feyenoord 0. Here's Malacia. Sinisterra to Kukucu. Sinisterra again. Now to Reiss Nelson, middle. Back 20 yards out. Takes a couple of extra touches to Dessers, who now tries to move over to the left-hand side of the penalty area, but he's dispossessed by the Roma midfield. Is Pellegrini now the Roma captain? He's closed down well by here, Kreider.
Come on, Tammy.
And he's won a throw.
Oh, Tammy. Tammy, yeah, bro. Oh, Tammy. Let's go, Tammy.
Is his 5th European final. He's won 4
Good game
out of
so
4.
far, people.
He won the Europa League in 2017 with Manchester United. His last
Feyenoord are actually attacking. I'm surprised.
When they beat Celtic in the old
Surprise. Throwing for AS Roma, people. Let's go.
Last success was 2 Champions League successes in 2004 with Porto and Gelsenkirchen against Monaco, and then 2010 against
Bayern in Madrid. 6 minutes in my location.
Nikola Zalewski is going to take this.
Settle.
We've seen his position change pretty much overnight as a left wing back, as the young Pole throws it to Cristante. Gets the return back to Cristante, but Feyenoord with 2 players around the Roma number 4. As they closed him down quickly, they do eventually get it back though, Roma, as Tammy Abraham then plays it first time out to the right wing back, Rick Karsdorp.
Jose Mourinho today, he's just being Jose Mourinho. He's up. He got a lot of energy from the bench.
Here is now Yes. Pellegrini.
Jose Mourinho.
Chris Smalling, a man who won the Europa League with Jose Mourinho 5 years ago at Manchester United, along with Henrik Mkhitaryan, who scored in that final in Stockholm. Here's the Rui Patricio. First time pass to Mancini. Now it's with Mkhitaryan to Zaniolo. Now the ball goes out to the left with Zalewski. Nice work by the Roma midfield in defence to sort of just have 1-2 touch passes in their own half. Zalewski had to stretch to keep it in play on the near side. The left-hand side did keep it in play, but it was one that Feyenoord were able to
Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to double-check something online.
Trying to ease themselves into the final. Zaniolo.
And we have the big one on Saturday. Liverpool against Real Madrid.
Karsdorp on the right-hand side puts the ball into the middle. It's one that here Kreider has put away. And out of the penalty area, the Feyenoord box. It's now with Ibanez or Roma. Well, Istvan Kovac let 2 fouls go there. One was by Zaniolo on Gus Thiel, which he sort of put his arm in the face of Thiel, and then just a few minutes later he was clattered as he was trying to play the ball forward to Tammy Abraham. So
Tammy.
Just let the play carry on.
Tammy, yeah, bro.
Mkhitaryan. Now
Come on, Tammy.
Looks up, plays the ball out to the left wing back Zalewski, who sees the ball go over his
Okay,
head.
so in the meantime, I'm gonna read to you some some breaking news. Is there any breaking news? I don't think so.
It's Boehly now inside his own penalty area, unopposed, unchallenged.
Let's go, Tammy.
Rounded, there's Justin Boehly on a slot said when Boehly's fit.
Thank you everybody for stopping by, and much appreciated. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share all the good stuff.
Trying to get away from Mancini, has done so.
Oh,
despite
no.
the best efforts of Mancini to stop the cross.
Oh,
Instead
yeah.
it does get it in.
Unlucky, man.
Straight through to Patricio, that low cross from the left-hand side out of the Roma penalty area. Patricio rolls it to Ibanez, who brings it forward away from Cyril Dessers. Now it's to Mkhitaryan. Over now to Rick Karsdorp. Looking straight ahead of him on the right-hand side for Zaniolo. And it's gone straight to Malassi. Gives it to Drown, who has to step onto his own 18-yard box to play it to another defender. It's Cristante to Pellegrini, was on the stretch sliding in. Pellegrini, as he's on the floor, just turns to Cristante to say he wanted a better ball into him. He should have been stretching about 20 yards out from the Feyenoord goal. He was trying to tell that to his teammate. Mancini beats Sinisterra in the air. Roma have seen a lot of the possession of the ball so far in this first ever.
I don't understand this.
Europa Conference League final. Remember, of course, both sides had to qualify for the group stages. Roma, of course, went in at the playoff stage. Feyenoord went in the second qualifying round stage. So their season began.
This game is very important for Jose Mourinho. It's going to qualify them straight to the Europa League. They didn't make it to the Champions League through the league. This is the first year, you know, the first year for Mourinho. The second year is the year that he really shined. So this is going to be a very good,
trio.
A good, successful,
just allowing the Roma back three to
successful season if they can win something, you know. Come on, Tammy.
About 25 yards or so from his own goal is Ibanez to Zalewski.
And
a couple of yards with his right foot played ahead and find Nicolo Zaniolo. He's trying to get away from Senesi, does brilliantly to not allow Zaniolo to get past him. He just sort of followed him, didn't he? He was touch tight, and Zaniolo tried to flick it away from him, but Senesi just used his body brilliantly and cleverly to allow Zaniolo.
You already talk about Ryan here.
Short from the kick is
people are getting their deals done.
With Nelson hit Ryder again. In his own halfway line.
Vincent Kompany.
Alsnes, the Norwegian, who actually has played for two clubs.
Look what he said about Koundé has been top of the list. So he could be the first signing when all this is done and dusted. Don't be surprised this week if Chelsea announce Koundé. Yeah, Koundé. What number he's gonna wear? Maybe number 4. Take number 4 from Andreas Christensen.
Crowner again. Now it's Senesi who.
Or take
the pass. Does play a short to Kukcu, the Turk. And then looks to play a high lofted ball out to the left.
Aspilicueta number. He's gonna leave too. We have so many numbers available at the moment at Chelsea Football Club. 80 million euros. You pay,
to win a European honour.
you
They've
get
been in
him.
2 finals. Of course, in the 1980s, they reached the European Cup final where they lost on home soil to Liverpool. And of course, some of the older listeners might remember Bruce Grobbelaar's sort of jelly legs that put off the Roma players in that final where Liverpool won after penalties. And of course, they appeared in the 91 UEFA Cup final where Inter beat them over 2 legs. Over to the left now is Sinisterra, attacking the Roma half. Ball has hit the corner flag, hasn't quite gone out after Mancini's touch, but he is all over Sinisterra. And position has to go Feyenoord's way.
Is this ice? We change the executive decision. Ice already changed his name to executive decision.
Shaken heads by Rory Jennings. It's Auschnes, the Norwegian, gets the ball in. They're looking for Steele, who
are you ready to make some
unable
executive
to get up
decisions
and
today,
head it
sir?
towards goal. As
I don't know what's your definition of executive decision, but yeah, tough decision. It doesn't mean
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
executive decision doesn't mean always tough decision. It could be simple one. You try to complicate the decision for nothing.
Hey, Todd Boehly, it looks like it's complete,
looks like we're just waiting for the announcement. Like everything is done. They are taking pictures. They are having interview with Chelsea TV and other TVs. So I don't know. It could be announced tonight, or they can wait tomorrow morning or something like that. But stay tuned. It's gonna be announced very soon. Mr. Executive Decision. What will be your first executive decision to make when you take over tonight?
Well, I told you yesterday already. Is first of all, squeeze out the excess fat. With all, I'm sorry I put it that way, but look for where the fastest, lowest hanging fruit in regards to where we can make money with excess fat. So anybody who's on the last leg of their contract, people that want to leave, just look for how we can raise money internally to add to the potential 200 million budget. Would be nice. First of all, and then have a forensic look at what's left in the squad, see who's left, what the plan, and as well evaluate. I think the first thing is evaluate Thomas Tuchel. Find out, his strengths, his weaknesses. His
how do you know? You coming from basketball and baseball. How can you evaluate a football manager? I mean,
well, you have to. You just spent 4.2 billion. Anyhow you want, even if you want to use PlayStation to evaluate him, you have every right to. But you asked me if I would make an executive decision. These are the things I'm going to look at. Have a very serious discussion with Thomas Tuchel. Look at his first 18 months. Look at his.
He wasn't under you. He was under another guy.
I know, but still, we're trying to move to the next chapter. So we look at his strengths. We look at his weaknesses, and then we look at his plans for the future. No, we're going to look at everything, and then make sure that everything is in line. If you tell us,
sorry, Mkhitaryan is on the floor. Apparently he's injured, but hopefully it's not that bad, people. So yeah,
I remember Mkhitaryan.
Yeah, wow. Mkhitaryan. Remember him from Dortmund, and then Manchester United,
then Arsenal. Wow.
Yeah, Arsenal, and now he's playing for Roma.
Roma, yeah, man.
And you know Chris Smalling, right?
Yes,
Chris
I do.
Smalling.
I remember when Smalling used to play for Manchester United in the defense.
Yeah, now he plays for Roma.
Yeah, he's with Roma now. Is that a loan deal or they bought him finally?
No, they bought him. It was a loan first, and they took the option.
Yeah.
So
this guy was there too. What's his name? The guy that went back to Aston Villa. Young. Was Young at Roma as well? Yeah, Young was.
Ashley Young, yeah.
Yeah, Ashley Young. I remember when Ashley Young used to play for Villa, the good old days.
Yeah.
He and Darren Bent. Hi, man.
Yeah, back in the day, good old days.
Man, it's good times, some good times.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. He's coming out. He's injured. He can't continue anymore.
Looks like it's hamstring. Looks like it's a hamstring injury. That sucks. So the winner of this qualifies for Europa?
Yes, for Europa League.
Okay.
And
so can you be in this and be in you? I guess you can't. You're either in this competition or you're in the Europa competition, right? It's a very confusing competition to me, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, very confusing one, but if it gives you an opportunity to play in Europe next season,
why not? Absolutely.
In the second competition in Europa League. So Mourinho, this season I was expecting him to finish top 4.
Yeah.
He didn't, but that's the first season. The second season is gonna be Mourinho. Mourinho doing the Mourinho. He's gonna get top 4, and But this trophy is gonna help. It's gonna, give them some hope.
I heard Arsenal is tabling 67 million.
On who?
Tammy Abraham.
67 million.
Yeah.
They bought him for 40 million. He got a release clause
of 80 with Chelsea.
80 for Chelsea, and he's going to Arsenal. I'm not gonna blame the boy.
He's an Arsenal kid, though. He's an Arsenal.
Family. Through his family.
Exactly.
He's a blue. He's my boy. Don't say that. He's a blue. He loves scoring against Arsenal.
He's a blue man.
But listen, I'm not gonna blame him even if he goes to Tottenham. That's how bad it is, because how bad he was treated in the last few months. Last year, I am not happy. Even if the player is that bad, he doesn't deserve those kind of treatment sometimes. So, I don't care. I just don't mind. I want him to do good somewhere else. And this is the problem that I have right now. Like, I made peace with myself when it comes to when it comes to Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic. And Kalim Hassan-Odoi and all my boys. Like, I already made peace. Like, I was thinking last night, I'm like, listen, there's nothing you can do about it. You can get mad on YouTube. Nobody is freaking watching in the office. If they want to get rid of them, they're going to get rid of them. I was like...
When an executive decision is taken, it is taken, no matter what.
Like, there is nothing you can do about it. You can choose to get mad and attack people for no reason. It's not going to change anything. So, right now, if the manager say that, you know what, I want my own players, and the owners said, okay, we're gonna back you. You make these decisions. You make executive decisions to get rid of people and get what you want. Let's do it. There's nothing I can do about it. But all those players are gonna prove us wrong. If they go somewhere else, Hakim Ziyech go to United or whatever, you will see what I was talking about. It's about the system sometimes. And I'm so disappointed about Thomas Tuchel when it comes to systems, to tactics, in-game management, and all those little things. It's not me here calling out, because that's what people are gonna interpret. Oh, you have an agenda for what? Agenda to get money or whatever? What even agenda means? You can't tell the truth anymore without having some kind of agendas against somebody. But that's the way that we are here. Like, you don't tell the truth. When it comes to certain people. So because they are fanboys and cultists are going to attack you. I like the guy. I still believe that he's quality, but if you're going to try to get rid of everybody just to have your players that you choose, it doesn't have to be that brutal. It doesn't have to be one time. You go slowly and surely, just like Klopp did, because it might come back and bite you in the backside. So if you are a world-class manager, you have also to find a way of getting the best out of certain players that they are quality. They just can't cope with what we are doing right now. But it is what it is.
But you see, your 1 minute, you see my problem with what you just said and what you've been saying is 1 minute it looks like you want to evaluate and critique Thomas Tuchel, and at the same time you don't want to. You have to take a side, bro. You have to take a side.
Listen, the problem is it's not that easy. Oh, he's bad or he's
no. It's not. It's not even about bad or good. It's just, if you find what I find in what you're saying is, I guess it's exactly what you said a couple of days back. You're the church in the middle of the village. I guess you're using that approach, but because what I hear from you, you're spot on. But the thing is, I find I'm
not as brutal as you. You are so straightforward. That's the problem. I own YouTube channels. I have to be in the middle.
Okay, that makes sense.
I have people who are cultists who just check on the comment when people watch this. They're gonna attack me. You don't get the amount of shooting that I get every single day. You don't know.
Okay, now you've answered my question because
So listen.
Take a side. You know where. So and you know where I'm coming from. You understand?
Yeah, you are in your position. It's okay. Nobody knows where you
better
live.
Give me. I hope I'm not crossing any boundaries. Let me know if I'm crossing any boundaries.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You are just being fan. I am a fan.
I am, yeah.
But I also have fans of mine who are fans of that guy too.
Yeah.
So you see what I mean here? So I still believe that guy is good, but I'm just not happy about certain things. And I'm going to say that. Even with Pulisic, when I got on him, I go for it. When it comes to giving honest opinion, I will go for it. Yeah. But it doesn't take the fact that he's my boy.
Of course,
that's
you cannot throw the baby and the bathwater.
Bathwater. So I have to be that way. So if he can improve on that, because I am sick and tired of.
So remember when you asked me, sorry for interrupting, but remember when you asked me, you said, what executive decision would I make? And I told you, evaluate Thomas Tuchel. You see, you're even evaluating Thomas Tuchel without even trying. You see?
Yeah, the problem. Yeah, evaluating.
You personally, you just evaluated Thomas Tuchel without even thinking about it. So you can tell that it's a key area of opportunity when the new management comes in. We have to look at the way that he has done things and look at ways we can. Nobody's criticizing him. We just need to look at ways he can improve. Because listen, now he's going to get potentially close to 300 million. Right? And if I'm a board member, Oggs, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm a board member, before I give him 300 million, I'm gonna want to know what he did with the last 300 million that was spent in the past year and a half.
Well, listen, the problem here is that we have to. We are just like restarting from somewhere. That is a completely different regime. This guy apparently never had his players like Lukaku. Many people say that he has nothing to do with Lukaku. He wanted Haaland. So I mean, if to make the correct executive decisions, sometimes you have just to say, you know what, we go again from zero.
Absolutely.
I'm going to trust you and let's see.
Absolutely.
You can't evaluate somebody from another regime. Probably.
Well, but if you have to, I hear what you're saying, but you have to evaluate from the other regime because there's some DNA or some what's the best way to put it? There are some ways of doing things in the past that the new management have to take advantage of. But you know what?
He got a blank check on this one. He can say, it wasn't my fault. I just came to rescue the situation. This is just like my beginning right now. Like he got the easiest explanation ever. Like these players were built for another regime. They've been there with different coaches. This is not the way we're gonna go. And he can even throw Klopp there. He can throw Pep Guardiola. This is how you build a team. We have a philosophy, but these players are just not fitting the philosophy. He got a lot of, it's easy for him even to explain. So as a new owner, really, you don't want to come and get people at your, get people just starting booing you. Can you imagine if he comes and say, "Oh, Thomas Tuchel, you out? I'm bringing Ted Lasso."
They shouldn't do that. But they have to set. I think they have to relook at his contract and find out what they can improve on the contract, how they can measure performances. And
that is going to happen. I mean, they are not stupid. They know.
And that's why I said evaluation. When I don't know why. What is really funny is when you say evaluation to fans, right? Fans always think that evaluation means fire the coach. No, in every job, I've said this over and over and over again. In every job, you get evaluated every 6 months.
The way you talk, your tone of voice, though. Evaluate.
Yes.
Evaluation. He's just hiding something behind that evaluation.
No. It's the truth. Like they say, the truth is bitter. My brother. The truth is bitter. It's never sweet, but it's the truth, man. Because listen, after an evaluation, right, Thomas Tuchel could end up being the best coach in the world at Chelsea after one or two discussions I had, because we haven't. I'm not impressed with his in-game management, Ogs. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I always say the same.
I'm not impressed with his tactical manipulations. I'll be very straight up with you. I'm not sure about his man management skills. I don't know.
Man management. That one I'm with him. He can manage people. Somebody who Alonso
I don't know much
told
about
him
that.
to go and F off, and then the next game play him, bring him back. That takes some balls, because that hurt egos. And he was like, you know what? Just do the job for me. We are here for business.
I wonder if he had another player that can play that position, if he would have given Alonso a chance.
Yeah, he was going to do it. Like, yeah, you might be also right. Because who's gonna play? We don't have any other options. Yeah, that could be a good point, because when he decided to get rid of Tammy Abraham, he never looked back again, because we have Werner, and we have other people to try there. So yeah, he had options to try, and when he's angry about somebody, man, it's confusing.
Can you really tell me what is Thomas Tuchel's go-to formation, like his philosophy formation in terms of gameplay? Can you say what it is? Like, what would you call it? Are we possession-based? Are we defensive-based? We
are kind of in the middle, though, because we can really also attack at some point, but the final third is very poor. We don't really create those chances and crosses the way Liverpool or City would do, because we need to protect defense first. That is him. Like, attack is just an option. You protect your defense and then try to find some gaps and score goals, which is not bad, because it could work. It worked. We won the Champions League and the other cups. So, sometimes when you win something big in a certain way, you become a little bit stubborn. You believe on yourself. You believe on what you're doing. So our manager, he been a little bit stubborn, but let's wait and see what's gonna happen, man.
Evaluation. That's all I'm saying, man. Evaluation.
30 minutes in my location, people. Still 0-0 between Roma and Feyenoord. And it doesn't look like Roma are attacking a lot.
I haven't seen Tammy do anything.
Yeah, don't start with
No.
Don't blame him. How are you gonna just name Tammy?
I haven't seen Tammy. Because I'm a Tammy fan, so I'm just waiting.
Anybody that will come with Tammy here, I'm gonna shoot him down right now.
No, Tammy's my guy. You don't mind Tammy. I've already told. Tammy reminds me of young Kanu Nwankwo. The same style like Kanu, man. Same lazy.
Same size, same kind
same
of
frame. Like Adebayo. He reminds the Adebayo, Kanu Nwankwo, Berbatov. If Hakim
they look lazy, but they're a good player. Yeah.
And Havertz, if he behaves himself, is also in that style. But yeah, I like that.
So far, he hasn't get any service.
Who?
In the dangerous area, but
who? Havertz?
No, so far for this game.
Oh, Tammy. For this game, yes. No, he hasn't got.
Whoa! I told you so. Sit down, people. Sit down. 1-0 Roma, people. Sit down. Sit down right now. Jose Mourinho and Tammy Abraham are gonna win this 1-0. Sit down.
Calm down.
Listen. Zaniolo, okay? Nicolo Zaniolo, people.
Down.
What a goal!
Calm down.
Why am I going to
calm down? You cannot mourn louder than the bereaved. Calm down.
Yeah, you're gonna get smashed.
You cannot mourn louder than the bereaved, my brother. Just calm down.
1-0, people.
Don't mourn louder than the bereaved. It's a street rule. Don't do that.
That goal came out of nowhere, people.
Exactly after we finished talking.
Yeah, after we finished talking.
It's a good goal, though. It was a well-taken goal.
Yeah, that is a proper goal. There we go again. increase his list of players. Executive decision. It's gonna be get rid of Harvard and get Zaniolo, right? Zaniolo, 1-0 people. 1-0 Roma. Let's go. Jose Mourinho is not losing this game. You know, he's gonna pack everything. If he's gonna continue attacking, playing beautiful football, but if he sees that this could cost us something and we can't do anything, that's it. John,
is this Mancini's son? Mancini.
I don't know. I heard
he has
Mancini.
the same last name as Mancini.
I don't know. He got the Mancini last name, but I'm not sure about.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard that he got a son who plays football. Remember? He used to be at Man City Academy, but I don't know. I don't know if. You know, most of like the famous football players, they are sons or daughters. They don't do that good.
Well, no, exactly.
Because they are living in the shadow of their dad,
parents.
You know.
Remember, I thought Kluivert was going to be like his dad, but it's hard, man.
He plays for Nice at the moment. He went to Roma. It didn't work out. And
Patrick Kluivert, man. Player.
Yeah.
Patrick Kluivert, man.
So let's wait and see what's gonna happen. So Mourinho is not losing this game, people. Now, game management. He's a king. He's the master of.
I hope Thomas Tuchel is watching this as part of his evaluation package.
Yeah.
How to manage a 1-0 lead. They should send. You know how you write your coaches' exams? They should send Thomas Tuchel to come and watch this game.
Yeah. But it's still a lot of time to go, though. If it was in the second half, second.
Exactly. If it was in the second half, then you see the bus
then
drivers.
you see. But now he's gonna keep on open a little bit.
Exactly. He has to go.
But I got in trouble for criticizing Thomas Tuchel in the Champions League. Me. I got in big trouble because against
why? Come on,
because you can't criticize him.
Oh, Chelsea
you can't
fans,
tell the truth because when I was like, listen, people, you are leading 3-0. Exactly. Why are you bringing Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic to do what?
Don't get me. Oh, do you really want to raise my blood pressure?
No, like that's what people
brought down
don't.
my blood pressure already.
And then if you say that, you have an agenda or you have this, no, it's the truth. That is the truth. We got out-coached by Carlo Ancelotti, who brought people to do the job because they needed a goal. And you let lazy and tired people on the field instead of reinforcing somebody. You put Pulisic. He's awful defending. You put Ziyech to do what?
Exactly, because he's trying to put in his mind, he's trying to put pressure, offensive pressure on them so to score more. Like, who does that? Yo, but listen, it's a very Oggs. Let me tell you something. I just want to tell you that these are the things that raise the question in regards to evaluation. These are some of the things that raise questions in regards to, okay, what are we going to do so this doesn't happen again? Listen, we're always going to lose games. I'm not saying, even if you set up the best formation, you can still lose. But you want to see that the coach made an effort at least to preserve a lead. And in that game, like you said, he literally took the game. It almost looked like he threw not properly, but it looked like he threw the game away. He couldn't.
Yeah, he did. And nobody, I saw people.
I was straight up.
Because
straight up with my feelings.
Man, people just follow the popular opinion, right? Because you say that you're gonna be killed. You're gonna be killed online, bro. And for us, we are public people. Everybody knows where you live. So I got, why I'm so proud. I'm like, proud of what? Of what? Of bottling 10 minutes to go?
Exactly. Like, who does that?
Oh, no, you have an agenda. You want the manager out. No, it's not because you tell the truth that you want the manager out. That's the truth. You know it, but you don't want to say it because it doesn't fit a certain narrative.
Exactly. So, I mean... No. I don't. Listen. After that Champions League game, I was straight up, man. It was so obvious that he looked tactically bankrupt.
Yeah,
he had no ideas. No, he knew nothing else. Like you said, Ancelotti outcoached him left, front, back, and center. Ancelotti was, you know what Ancelotti did? He studied Kante. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring in Camavinga. And I'm going to create chaos for Kante. And it worked.
Yeah. And then he brought Rodrigo to
stress on our defense.
Yeah, because Alonso was there from the left-hand side, and he knew that Alonso is, first of all, slow naturally, and then he's tired. It's still 10 minutes to go. He's going to get destroyed by this young man from the bench. And instead of reading the game and say, you know what, we're going to just park the bus in the middle, let's bring some reinforcement. Bring some reinforcement in the middle. Don't allow Modric to make that pass. John Obi Mikel, you're not moving. You are in the pocket. You go to the toilet. He goes with you. You're not touching the ball.
The bus drivers.
You're not touching it. That's simple as that. And if it was Jose Mourinho, it was going to be something. When he sees a moment, you have the momentum, right? Jose Mourinho is going to create something, like something on the bench to kill that momentum. Like he's gonna start punching maybe Ancelotti on the bench or something, and then the game is over, and a Chelsea player is scrolling there on the pitch just like he been shot. He was going to break that momentum immediately, because you know what? Because he's giving John Obi Mikel time to warm up. So when the fight is finished, or when somebody's antic is done on the pitch, immediately you have the general on the field already.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you do. You win. You know, when it comes to semi-final, quarter-final, those 2 games matches, you don't play, man. You win them. Okay, exactly. You win those games.
It's not about how you play.
It's not about how you play. It's about winning and getting to the next round.
Exactly. No, I hear you, man. This is exactly what I keep talking about is Thomas Tuchel, man.
Need evaluation.
For next season, bro. Because listen, I know we're not going to win the league.
I'm gonna judge him only when he got some key players. Like this season, it feels even bad to judge him. Everybody's living in that defense, right? You need a completely different defense. So it's gonna take him a little bit.
He's had this team for over a year, Ox.
But everybody's leaving, though. It's not gonna be the same team. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Well, true. Well, I'm not judging him now, but he needs a midterm evaluation. You want to call it midterm? Yeah.
When is your midterm? Like end of January?
For him,
December.
For me personally, my midterms are normally November, and it's hard.
Me, my time is at Christmas time. If you survive Christmas.
Well, there you go. For some people it depends, physical year or calendar year, depending on what.
But this time he's gonna be saved by the World Cup. That's gonna be end November, December.
Good point.
Probably the Premier League is gonna restart like in January. Oh no! I heard that we're gonna continue to play like the Boxing Day, because the World Cup is gonna be. No, the World Cup is gonna be over already. So
before the World Cup, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, after.
Right before Christmas. Before
the
World
Christmas.
Cup, exactly. Yeah.
So we're gonna be there because we don't wanna kill the momentum. That's what we know, right? On Christmas you eat a lot of chicken and a lot of mashed potato and bacon and whatever, and then you watch the Premier League, right?
No, fried. No, what are you? Fried plantain. It's fried plantain.
That's
fried plantain with.
I'm trying to stay away from the sweet stuff, but I know what you mean.
Really?
I know what you mean.
You cannot run away from fried plantain on Christmas.
On Christmas, and then you relax. A lot of beer for you guys, and a lot of water and coffee for some people.
Holy water. Holy water. Yeah, man.
So it's raining like crazy here, bro.
Oh yeah, you guys.
If you can hear that, It's just pouring like, oh my goodness.
With no rain, no vegetables, man.
Yeah, no rain, no vegetable. That's
you need the vegetables.
People, 43 minutes in my location, still 1-0. Zaniolo scored for Roma. And Smalling is playing. Tammy Abraham is playing. All my boys are on the field. Maitland-Niles actually is on the bench. Hopefully he can play some minute today, so he can feel proud of like holding that cup. All right.
That's not product.
So Mr. Kruna here said Tuchel has been exposed many times, but some Chelsea fans are still stuck in that UCL. Okay.
Thank you. Who said that? Sorry. Who said that?
Mr.
Sorry.
Kruna. That is
Mr. Kruna. God bless you for me, my brother. God bless you.
God bless
wherever you are, God bless you for me. Thank you for that comment. Finally.
Like he's been exposed, but the Champions League kind of paper off the cracks, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. You're right. Paper over crack. I mean, it's not the right thing to say, but
that's the way it is, man. Say things the way they are.
Yeah, well, exactly. No, but that Champions League. Sometimes I wonder if we do win that Champions League, are we going to be looking at Tuchel differently? Because
that's a very, very good point. Because that cup kind of saved everything. Everybody was like, "Oh, look at that! Look at that short period of time, and you win this and that." Without taking into consideration all the context and everything around it
that is involved.
And now we got found out badly this season. I can't believe I'm talking about the Premier League in the past already, bro.
I know,
it's finished, right?
It's finished. I know, it's
the
crazy.
season is over.
Time flies, man.
I'm talking already about next season.
I know.
Or last season, man. Or next. Oh man.
It's now. It was. It's no more is. It was.
Yeah.
It's no more is. It was.
It was.
Last week it was is. Now it's was.
Now it was. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy, man.
Time is running.
Time flies, man.
So,
but that's the joy of the EPL. It's a beautiful league. You don't know when time flies. Enjoying all the games.
4 minutes added for this first half because Mkhitaryan.
And his injury.
Yeah, with his injury and the goal celebration and all the good stuff, so they have to take 4 minutes. So the second half, if Feyenoord don't score right now, it's gonna be very difficult because the second half, Mourinho leading 1-0 at halftime is a dangerous man in the second half. Dangerous man. So
absolutely.
That's the way it is. So Mr. Okay, no more. Okay. So we got found out by the system and everything, but evaluation is gonna be after the World Cup, after December if we survive.
No, I'll evaluate. Everybody's going to go through the evaluation before the first whistle in September or August for me.
Before they leave to the World Cup.
No, before they go for preseason, you want to have a very, very solid discussion with everybody who, including Marina. I don't know if Marina remains. Everybody.
Yeah, she's gonna get 20 million.
Oh, really? Okay. Good.
No, listen. You let me finish. 20 million from the sale, from Chelsea sale. The commission for Marina is gonna be 20 million, and for Bruce Buck is gonna be 30 million.
But does she stay?
Huh? Yeah.
Does she stay?
That has nothing to do with. That has to do with the
that's
negotiation.
That's just the
commission
that
she's gonna get from this sale.
Yeah.
So after that, she can decide to
stay or not.
To stay. Well, we don't know what the new owners are gonna decide about.
Yeah, for me, everybody has to be evaluated before preseason. Because we're not gonna go through this again, man. Fine, You want players? These are not your players. This is not your system. Fine. What do you want to do if we get you your players? Tell us what you want to do. How are you going to do it? What are your goals? What do you want to do next season? Like, where do you see us? Where do you see because for me, right? I always think low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit. The quickest path to success. Where do you see those? And what are you going to do to achieve them? So it's not this thing about standing on the touchline and trying to beat and trying to punch the air. I get that you're passionate, but we need more practical moves to get things done. You know, so for me, everybody needs to be evaluated before preseason. And who knows? Maybe they've done it already. Who knows? Who knows?
The problem is, I watched Todd Boehly interview that he said in football you can do everything the right way. You get the right players, you get your free agent, but still lose. Like,
of course,
there's no guarantee, but at least you did what you were supposed to do.
You know? And that's what we were talking about in that Champions League quarter-final game. You can do the right thing like Mourinho and park the bus and still lose.
Yeah, still lose. Yeah,
exactly.
That's
but
right.
if you show the incentive, the initiative that you actually wanted to protect the lead, people, you know, I'm not saying people will not be disappointed, but at least we can tell that you made some tactical manipulations.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one. At least try. Don't have a defeated mentality before to say, oh, it's not gonna work, so I'm not gonna try.
Exactly.
You have to try.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's basically as straightforward as it comes.
Halftime, people, 1-0 to AS Roma, Jose Mourinho and Tammy Abraham. But who scored? Zaniolo.
Zani.
So Zaniolo
Can
scored.
somebody please check if Zaniolo is available?
This guy is gonna buy everybody under the sun. Everybody is signing for Chelsea.
Please, somebody check if Zaniolo is available, please. Somebody look into his
People, listen, you can
situation.
join us, me and Ice, to have a
Come
discussion.
and join us. Let's chop it up. Let's debate.
If you have something to say, help me. This guy is
come and teach Ogs how to make.
He's punching me.
Come and teach Ogs how to make an executive decision, please. Yeah. If you're out there, please come and teach him. It's simple. Just
executive decision.
pull the trigger and move on, man. I'm just curious to see. I don't know if you've done a show like that already, but I'm curious to see how many people are leaving leaving. I'm not saying we're letting people go, but how many people are leaving and how much money we can get from people leaving. I'm curious to know what that figure. If we can raise up to 100 million, I wonder if we can raise up to 100 million in outgoings.
If you look at, give me your list of what you think can leave. And then we're gonna kind of evaluate how much they can.
I'm gonna say some controversial names. Maybe Cho.
Kalim Hassan Adoi. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
We can. Yeah.
Controversial, like the controversial. Loftus
For him, I think around 50, 40, 50.
There you go. Oh, so then we can hit 100. Loftus Cheek, we can get 20 for him.
Mr. Cheek, 25, 30. Yeah.
Yeah. Ziyech,
we bought him 34. We can get 25, 30.
You see? Barkley has one more year, right?
Yeah, but we're not going to get much from him, though. That is a negotiation. 10. Maybe 10.
What about Billy? Billy
Gilmore.
G. Yeah.
Billy Gilmore.
Billy G. Yeah.
Gilmore is from the academy. I don't know if he will.
Maybe we keep him, eh?
Yeah, Jorginho is leaving. He got a little bit of Jorginho in him. I'm not saying he's Jorginho, but he got a little bit of Jorginho. And how
much do you think we can make from Jorginho? If he
how many years again?
I think he's got one or 2 years left on his contract.
Not much, really. 29 years old.
Yeah. But he's a Ballon d'Or guy, man.
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, he's a Ballon d'Or. You could probably get 30, maybe 20 million for him.
Yeah, 20, 25, I would take it. Like, now, listen, we have to take a nail somewhere. You can't continue wanting to get top dollar from your players because that cost us over the years. I remember many times where, like, Barcelona will come up with 70 million for Willian and we say no. and
Marcos Alonso.
True,
People will come with 35 million, and then Marina is like, no, only 40, and then at the end he's stuck in the team. So this time, sometimes you just let it go, man. Let it go. Take a nail.
Cut your losses.
Yeah, cut your losses. We have a new owner.
Oh, here's another one we can make money from. Ogs, you like this one? Aspi, not Aspi. Kepa. Ooh.
Kepa Arrizabalaga, 75 million. That one is gonna be tough to get our money. But he won us the Champions League. He won us the Europa League, the World Cup.
How much do you think we can get from him?
Man, I don't think anybody is gonna pay more than 30. Let's be honest.
Not bad. So we can potentially squeeze out 150 million.
We can, we can negotiate some kind of deals like with add-ons. Okay, if you win this or you score this on that, and then you add some money.
Just like the Hazard deal.
Yeah, we can cook some deals there to make us feel good, even knowing that they would never achieve that level.
Yeah.
You just put something there for a feel good factor. Like
exactly. So you don't really feel like
you don't really feel like
on the first hit.
Yeah. You don't feel it.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
So that's
it makes sense. So then there you go. We can raise from the numbers we quoted now. We can probably squeeze out 150. Oh, we didn't even include your guy.
Lukaku.
Exactly.
Who?
Plus the other guy.
What, Jorginho?
I don't want to call his name.
No. Oh, I know. Harvard, right? Harvard, you're talking about.
Of course. No. If we include Lukaku and your guy, that's
Christian Pulisic. Yeah, Pulisic, we're going to get. Listen, Pulisic, people are going to queue to get him. You know why? Because they know how valuable that guy is. That is just, they're gonna increase their brand around the world. They're gonna get.
Can we talk about his ability apart from his brand?
Ability. Please? Let the proper coach coach him.
Okay, so we don't have a proper coach. Okay.
No, listen, I'm not saying
everything
that. You're
is coming to
me.
fruition. Okay, go ahead.
You don't let me finish. You wanna make me look like an evil here, and people are gonna kill me. What I'm saying, a proper coach in terms of the coach that trusts you. That say, listen, you missed 10 chances today. Tomorrow you are my guy. That will give you a run of games. That not gonna play you as a wing back or play you in different system and different positions just to sabotage you. In that term, is a good coach for me. Like me, until now, my high school coach is like the best because he was very patient with me and he trusted in you. He trusted me. He gave me a lot of confidence, tell me what to improve and even tie one of my legs so I can improve my left leg.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
nice.
Like you tie with, not like tie with, not in a bad way, but he taught me those tactics to improve your weaker,
so that you can play two legs.
Yeah, you can, those kind of little things. But it doesn't mean that he's better than Klopp. But in your level, you say, this guy trusted me and told me to do this and that, and it's working for me. In that sense, I'm not saying, but I'm not saying
we spent 50 million. We spent almost 50 million on Pulisic. How come our coach doesn't have that kind of trust in him? Why?
I don't know, because it looks like he just wants his own players. Like he got the mindset about you're not good enough for my system. That's it. I'm not gonna focus on improving you. You are out.
Despite their Dortmund relationship.
Yeah, that was another case. A Dortmund, a young team. They know what they're looking for. Not like a Chelsea Football Club where you have to win. At Dortmund, it got a different kind of pressure. They develop young kid. They know they're gonna sell you. They are patient with you because they're going to get money from you. That is their business model. At Chelsea Football Club, they don't care. They got money. They're going to get rid of anybody that they don't like. So I'm here for result. Okay? I'm not patient about developing you or anything. So that is not a good tactic.
Oh, well, yeah. No, whatever it is, which way, the bottom line is... Christian Pulisic, with all due respect, is a serviceable asset. He's an asset that that can be wagered to raise revenue, to his own benefit anyways. Everybody's on the table, just to, for lack of a better way to put it, because there's going to come a time when Christian Pulisic is going to have, you know, when they say have a meeting with yourself, you have to sit down.
Yeah, if he's going to live, it's going to be for himself, to have playing time, for the World Cup, for his career, because I think we completely stopped his development for 2 years. Not only us, but also he got some injuries, and since he been injury-free for more than 6-7 months now, not even a knock, and then all of a sudden he's not having playing time. That is the problem with Christian Pulisic. When he's given a chance, boom, injured. When injuries are gone completely, he's not playing anymore. So
no, his form is gone. Not he's not playing anymore. But
no,
they give him a chance, and he's not convincing.
Listen, bro, you play football a little bit outside. Listen, form comes with playing. Form comes with repetition. When you are on the bench often, when you coming, you can feel the cramps already before even you get there. Like, and when you are given a little opportunity like that, you wanna prove people wrong. You wanna do it now. You wanna score now. You rush everything. You make wrong decisions because you know I don't have time. This is my moment. I have to score to impress the manager, to impress the fan. And when you play football with that kind of pressure in yourself of proving people now or ever, and then that's it. You know, even you're gonna be like you've been drinking like 1,000 holy waters at home. You will see those, you know, you will see four goalkeepers in front of you. You like where to shoot. Like you don't. I'm telling you.
No, but Oggs, listen, Oggs. You know, you played the game. Listen, sometimes, all it takes is 2 performances, and the coach will look at you again. So, and especially in a case like Chelsea, it's one chance, and then you start to, the coach will look at you again, and you know that I know that most of the fans know that Christian Pulisic, when given that one chance, he's been suspect. Let's be fair. You're absolutely right. Injuries are not on his side. When he comes in, it's hard to build consistency with all the injuries that has been affecting the young man. But he's been injury free, and that's fantastic news. Kudos to our medical team and the US team's medical team as well, because I feel the two teams actually worked in tandem to make together. But the problem is, he comes back into the 11, and he doesn't pull trees.
How many times, brother? That's where you have to consider the system.
Oggs, listen, this is a big team. All we need is one chance. One chance. My brother,
and then you're gonna evaluate every single player.
No, one chance.
Day.
If you get one chance and you play like there's no tomorrow, you get another chance. But if you get one chance and you come out,
but he just not scoring. Like he works very hard for the team.
If I were him, I will work on my assists. Forget about scoring, man. I don't know if that's possible. This is just me as a fan. I have no experience as a coach. But if I were him, I will work with my assists, because he knows how to beat. He's the only guy on our team that can beat a man to man, face to face.
That's where the management and the coaching comes to play. Because if the coach tells you to do certain things and you don't do it, you are out. That's the problem. Depend on the role that you are given. Depend on the position. Sometimes, like I used to have a coach at some, forgetting in what level, but he told me, the next time you do this again, you're not gonna play for me again. You hear me? I was like, yes, sir. Like, you wanna try something. This is what I didn't tell you to do this. You continue to do this, you are out. Certain managers are like that. But man, it's so complicated. But listen, all I want is that he's happy, and let's see you bunch out there. you bunch who've been pushing the agenda, Pulisic out. Let's see if Sterling is going to be your solution at Chelsea Football Club. When he start missing those, you know that, so how many times Sterling single-handedly eliminate Manchester City from the Champions League? Oh my goodness. The chances that brother can miss is just incredible. Like, it looks like his grandparents are just like not happy back in Jamaica. Like, one-on-one, clear chance to score and win it for City, and all of a sudden, he shoot off target. Did you watch the game against Lyon, against Monaco, against, like, Sterling, brother? Even Christian Pulisic is gonna score that. That's how bad it is. You know, so that. I think Ice is getting more drinks. He went outside to get some drink because we can't hear him anymore. Probably my problem or my issue. Let me check on my settings. All right, people. So 1-0 to AS Roma. If you have something to say, you can come and talk to us.
Yeah, but can you hear me, Ogs?
Yeah, you got more holy water with you?
No. Until Friday. So I can't do that today, my brother. Do you want me to be evaluated today? No.
Yeah.
My evaluation is Christmas, but no, I hear you. All I'm saying is, if you get a chance, take it, shine.
So you've been promoting Sterling.
Yes.
Like I was saying, how many chances or how many times Sterling single-handedly eliminated City from the Champions League because of clear, like, those goals that he misses, right?
Yeah.
Even Pulisic is gonna score it. That's how bad it is. And you know how Pulisic finishing is. So if Pulisic can score that, you know how bad that is, right? So I'm telling you are hyping Sterling here, but when he comes to Chelsea and plays in the same system,
I hope so.
Play in the same system, no service, no nothing. He got 2 chances. He shoot on the moon. I don't know what you're gonna say. Are you gonna blame him or say, you know, get him out because you only get 1 chance?
Ogs, check your stats.
Yeah.
Who is the next highest goal scorer for Man City in the history of Man City after?
Yeah, we're not talking about history here. This season, he didn't even play much because of missing those chances.
No, well, yes.
He's on the bench.
You're right.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't want to sign a contract, because he doesn't want to be on the bench. That's why he still has 1 year.
Like I said, he's a tested soldier. He can score goals.
But he's not doing it. Even this season, just check on compilations.
Just recently, yes. You know what? How many goals did Sterling score this season?
That is in the past, bro.
This past season. Let's check Sterling versus Pulisic.
I am not checking now because I have to keep up with this stream. But listen, people.
Can somebody in the comments please check?
Second half already started. If you just join us, Mourinho and AS Roma are leading 1-0, and it was Nicolo Zaniolo. Let's go for the second half.
Zaniolo.
And let's wait for Tammy Abraham screamer. Tammy Abraham is coming.
Somebody in the comments. Can somebody in the comments check?
There is a reason, my brother. There is a reason why Raheem Sterling, after being on top, after being like number 1, always like it's need to be on the selection, right? Starting 11 need to be Sterling and others, right? For years. And now all of a sudden, you are not there anymore. It's always on the bench or a few minutes here and there. There is a reason why. There is a reason why Pep Guardiola wanted somebody like Haaland. And he's feeding Raheem Sterling slowly and surely because he's not clinical, bro. How many times that brother missed, like even Stevie Wonder those goals. You know what? Like everybody else did the job for you, and up to you to push it.
Ogs, it is simple. I don't know why I hear you. You're absolutely right. Raheem Sterling is the king of misses. Yes.
Yeah. And they create 1,000 chances. That's why he scored. He's on top there. He's on top of the chart because they can create at least 50 clear chances for him. Imagine in the Chelsea team where we can't create enough. And if you are missing that way, do you think that it's going to improve at Chelsea Football Club? That's my question. Just think about it. In a team that they create for fun, you can park the bus, the airplane, Air Force One, whatever, park it. Guardiola is gonna find a way to break you, but they do the hardest job, and oh my goodness, Sterling, like just finish it, just push it, but penalty underway. Oh my goodness!
Potential penalty check for Feyenoord, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness!
But like I said, man. If you tell me who is a more tested soldier, thank you. Oh, Le Français Dave. Thank you very much. 13 goals. Can you please check Christian Pulisic, Le Français Dave? Thank you very much.
Oh no, it's not a penalty. It's not.
There you go. For a guy who had a terrible season.
Wait, I don't know. I'm focusing on this penalty here.
Corner kick. It's not a penalty. It's corner kick.
Oh man,
Le Français Dave, thank you very much for that stat, man. Sometimes we talk about
Mason Mount got 12 goals, bro.
No, we're talking about Christian Pulisic.
Oh,
let's talk about Christian Pulisic, who is a winger like Sterling.
Well, but how many chances? How many games? How many minutes? Let's go. Let's see how many minutes he played.
Yeah, that's true. We can look at minutes. We know that Sterling didn't play a lot this season. We know he was on the bench all through.
Okay, man, I was afraid of that, but no penalty.
So listen, even on his bad day, he's scoring 13 goals. I'll take that winger. I will take that winger
because they create chances. No,
you're missing the point, Oggs. Yeah, Oggs. Sterling. You know why Sterling is good?
Why?
You know why Sterling is probably the second highest goal scorer in the history of City? You know why?
Why?
Because he goes looking for his goal. He goes looking for his food. He's a hound. He goes looking for his own food. When he doesn't get the creation, like you rightfully said, yes, they create more. He goes hunting.
Let's see how he's going to hunt at Chelsea, though, or another team.
That's what we need. We don't have hunters. How many hunters do we have on the team?
Many of them, but they are not allowed to hunt. They are not allowed to hunt. They're just allowed to defend.
But Oggs, we talked about this yesterday. When you have the character, right? Sometimes you gotta go above the system. Go get that goal. Go get your food. Even though the system is written, you're right. The system is restrictive, but to win a game, your character kicks in.
Okay, so Le Français Dave also, I'm not gonna agree with you on this one. He said that Chelsea fans are toxic.
Second place. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, so he said Chelsea fans are toxic. We pressure our own players. No wonder they're all scared of shooting. Listen, you are paid 100K a freaking week. I will shoot from every angle, bro. That's what you do. When you are a professional football player, people tell you got some classes, right? From the young age, like school. Okay, they teach you how to handle the pressure because you're gonna be under pressure. That is part of the job. You do your job. Those are not excuses. Oh, because people are toxic. You're gonna find toxic people everywhere. Real Madrid even booed Cristiano Ronaldo. All right, just imagine Real Madrid fans.
Yes. Why are you not paying? Your people in the comments are participating and giving you stats. You're not shining the light on the stats.
No, I'm reading comment. I started.
Okay,
I'm way behind. That's why I wanted to tell him. I tried to tell him here that pressure is part of a professional football player. So that is just an excuse. It has nothing to do. If you don't want to pressure, you
See, Tammy, you
don't play football if you don't want to be under pressure. Okay. Timo Tammy said that, remember Sterling's miss against Lyon? Yeah, tell me about it. Man, I don't know. That one was like, there is probably a voodoo guy that took that ball away. I don't know how the hell, the goalkeeper beaten. He literally cleared the ball going at the back of the net. Literally, I said it. You can't miss that. Even me right now, I'm like 15 pounds extra. I can't miss that, but he did. So Sterling is the worst thing that can happen to Chelsea right now. I'm telling you, unless if we change the system and we start creating more chances, I don't see why we need Sterling. We are complaining about not being clinical, and you bring somebody who is worse on converting his chances.
Look at the numbers. I don't just the numbers night and day, my brother. Night and day. 131
the number, that's
goals.
why I say, bro.
Hold on. 131 goals.
For how many years?
Behind one of the best strikers in world football, in Aguero. Aguero, I think.
Those are Tora from
that's
Liverpool.
What I'm saying. Yeah, for a winger, for somebody who misses chances, 131 goals is terrific.
And that tells you also what kind of a team. When you play with somebody like De Bruyne, bro. De Bruyne is a dream for every player to play with. Bro, you don't have a De Bruyne. You have Jorginho, who is gonna pass back to. He's gonna punch Jorginho in on that pitch. No, I'm telling you, because he's not gonna get feed. Who is gonna feed him? Where is Fabregas?
You see my problem? My problem is you're sounding like a typical. I don't know what kind of fan I'm gonna call you. Yeah. Instead of giving somebody the credit he deserves, you look for other reasons why he gained the credit. It's like that's not the way to look at. Let's isolate all the context outside the credit we're giving the player. Let's talk about personal initiative, personal conquest.
Yeah, so for you, he's gonna come in the midfield, get the ball, dribble past everybody, boom, 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 go score 2 goals.
That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is simple. This guy has the potential to score goals. From the history of his goal scoring tallies, he's better than all our wingers, all our inverted wingers. He's better.
How do you know that? They are different
it's
teams.
Proven. The data is proven.
But it doesn't take into consideration context behind it, bro. Context is
but this is the reason why players are bought from other teams. If you look at context, then nobody's going to be bought. If everything is all about context,
but you can't compare because a team like City.
Remember Mane? I used this example the other day. Mane. When Mane was coming from Southampton, if you put context, Mane wouldn't have gone to Liverpool. If you were basing your argument on context, there's no way Victor Wanyama will end up at Tottenham. Kenyan Cement. If you were doing it based on context, there's no way Henderson will go from Sunderland to being the captain at Liverpool. If you use
but
context,
we're talking about a top player here, according to you, because
you're talking about context. I'm talking about personal. Listen. There are chances that when you get a player, it's not going to work. I'm not saying everybody's going to work, but it's up to you now, if you're a big player, to show what you got. And it's been a long time that we bought a player that came in and showed what they got. I think the last player, in my humble opinion, was probably Diego Costa, because I don't consider Fabregas is not one of us. Fabregas is the enemy. I always look at Fabregas as Arsenal.
Chelsea Perspective, nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, listen. Chelsea Perspective.
So the problem here is impossible to fight with you. I don't know if anybody can win against you, in a real fight.
I'm not here to win. You're saying context.
But context, you wanna hear my opinion about context.
No, I hear your opinion, but I'm giving you the examples with if we were talking about Mane 5 years ago, you probably would have said Mane would not fit coming from.
No. I love low key. I love low profile. When we were linked with Mane, I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but I was telling people this is a very good player. He will explode at Chelsea and all that, and you get those experts online that will tell you, oh no, he's not a Chelsea level. I even supported Van Dijk from Celtic, bro. Exactly. From Celtic when he was there.
So
I was
why
like,
wouldn't
this
you
guy
support?
is good.
Why wouldn't you support Sterling?
Sterling. The problem is Sterling. The problem with Sterling is different. The way you make it sounds is like he's gonna fix all our scoring.
That's not what I'm
problems.
saying. I'm just saying that. Listen, we need not only rotation in the front three. We need competition. We need anybody who can bench Sterling deserves to start for Chelsea. That's the way I look at it. If you can bench Sterling, if Sterling comes into the rotation and you can bench him, that's why I want to see another player.
No, you don't bench somebody like Sterling because he's leaving City. He still have only 1 year left on his contract. He doesn't want to sign because he's been on the bench often lately. That is the reason. So he's not leaving City to sit on the bench at Chelsea Football Club. Forget about it. He's gonna be the #1 spot if you guarantee that he's gonna be there. You know, he deserves it. He made it that far and you're gonna take him in. No. That is not his level anymore. What I'm trying to say, Sterling. Like I'm talking about Sterling. You don't get him to make him sit on the bench. He's getting to his prime now. I don't know. He's 26, something like
no.
Like
what
that.
I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is, I think you're missing the point. Sterling can come to our club and sit on the bench if he cannot break.
No. He's not gonna do that.
What do you mean? What do you mean he's not gonna do that?
Sit on the bench. You coming from City on the bench.
But you can
sit on the bench at Chelsea.
If somebody plays better than you, that's why I always ask you: are we a big club or are we a small club? I always ask you this question, my brother, man. And
a big club doesn't mean
like you're with
scope.
Aston Villa. Why are you answering me like you're an Aston Villa fan, bro?
Listen,
why?
I'm a different fan because I am a patient guy. I'll go for long term.
Like you're Stoke
I'll go
City,
for
man.
long term. I see. I don't know, but you
all I'm
win.
saying is simple. No, all I'm saying is simple. If Sterling comes to my team and Havertz benches him, then he deserves to be on the bench.
No, I don't have a good feeling about Sterling because if you're coming from
that's a personal opinion, and I totally
I respect
different.
your opinion too.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're coming from a Ferrari like Manchester City, everybody world class everywhere. Okay, everywhere people working for you and putting things on the plate, on the golden plate. And you miss them most of the time. He scores a lot because he misses also a lot, and they keep on creating. But at Chelsea Football Club, you might have just one chance. You don't score it, people are gonna get on your case. They're gonna kill you. Okay. So what guarantee do you have that he's gonna come to Chelsea and one chance, one goal? That's the problem I'm talking about here.
That's okay. We have to try. It's trial and error, man. If we don't try,
but you don't want to try with other kids, Callum, whatever. You don't want to try because
no. But obviously, when when you're trying with people, especially when you're making an acquisition, you have to look at what they've brought to the table, and what Raheem Sterling has brought to the table deserves world recognition. He's an English international one. He's the second highest goal scorer in the history of City too, as a winger.
No problem. But listen,
and he's only, how old is this guy?
Let's be honest with me.
Sure,
be honest with me.
Yes.
If you put Callum Hudson-Odoi, okay, Christian Pulisic, and even Kai Havertz in a Guardiola system, in that well-oiled machine. In that killing machine, you put them there, give them whatever position you want. Don't you think that they're gonna score and they're gonna have more statistics?
I don't think so. I don't like.
How do you know that?
You know the best example?
Yeah,
I think people are scared that Erling Haaland is going to City. Watch and see. Before Erling Haaland will start eating at City, it's gonna take a while. Mark, what's today's date? Today's date? Today's the 25th, right?
25th.
Mark this date.
May 25th. Let me
mark this date. Mark this date. This is the day I said to you that Erling Haaland might work at City, but it's going to take a while. It's probably going to take close to half a season.
You see this? I'm writing here. I'm quoting you.
Excellent.
With my hand. I'm not gonna copy. Okay. Say it again. Repeat. Please.
Erling Haaland is going to. He's going to go through what's called the EPL transition program. It's an EPL transition
program. Okay.
Yes, because listen, first of all, Pep is going to figure out how he's going to demystify that scoring structure of scoring with, because he scores with a three-headed monster. Are you going to bring in Haaland to come in as a point man? If you do that, that means you're rebuilding, you're restructuring your attacking impetus. So now, how are they going to play? Are they going to play to find Haaland, or are they going to play through Kevin De Bruyne?
Sorry, man.
No go.
No go. They have a corner.
You hear me screaming. Yeah. So I mean, I'm excited that they picked up Haaland because it's going to take them a while to figure him out.
What? Okay, I got you here. If I wish I can have electronic signing, but it's okay because everybody can hear what you're saying. I'm gonna keep it. It's here, people.
No, it's
written. Boom. It's gonna be somewhere in my office. Boom. I say that it's gonna go through the EPL transitional period.
Program. It's the EPL. Okay. It's called the ETP.
ETP. Okay.
Yeah. ETP program.
And. All right, so you didn't answer my question.
Yes.
I said if you put some other players there
in the City
from
program.
Chelsea, because they are already in the Premier League, don't forget that. Haaland is coming from Germany. So our boys from Chelsea don't have to go through that program. So if you put a fully fit Callum Hudson-Odoi, I'm not talking about the injury-prone one, okay?
Yeah.
Christian Pulisic, fully fit. Kai Havertz, fully fit. You give them one of the positions in front 3 there under Pep Guardiola. Don't you think that they're going to have the same statistics or better statistics than your boy Sterling?
It's not about it's not plug and play. You still have to have your personality. You still have to be you. Mr. A is never the same as Mr. B. You understand? There's a saying in pidgin language in Nigeria. Despite the similarity, sheep no be goats. And what that means is that sometimes when you look at the sheep, the animal, right? It looks it looks similar to a goat. Sometimes some people mistake it for a goat, but not the same. Never the same. They are never the same animals, despite the fact that they look similar. And so you might bring in somebody into the Pep system. Yes, to work as to produce the same numbers. But does he have the same character and the same personality? We don't know.
I think Chelsea perspective is backing you here by saying that Haaland integration is not going to be that easy.
It's not going to be easy, man.
He's agreeing with you. Let's wait and see.
No, it's because, listen, City score in they score in
you know how to deflect questions. You must be working for FBI or something. Like how to deflect
hold on, I just want questions. I want to comment on this perspective comment. City scores in a committee structure and you bring in Haaland. How do you expect to switch that committee?
Because the machine is already working in 150.
It's not easy. Because listen, Haaland how many goals did Haaland score last season? When he was before his injury, how many goals or what kind of striker?
I don't know. I don't have statistics.
He's a 30 goal a season striker, isn't he?
Yeah, he's that
about
level.
That. He's about that. And you bring him into a committee style attack
because Pep also can twist the system. He's not. I'm not gonna say that, but
when was the last time City played with a single source striker?
But that tells you that the evolution. Maybe finally he figured out that listen, I'm not gonna continue doing this. It's time for me to to shake things around a little bit because he sees how we've been very poor in Europe. Let's call it the way it is.
You have to learn. You have to
probably
adjust.
Listen. He has pre-season to prepare with Haaland. He knows exactly how he's gonna twist things around. It's not gonna take years anymore to adapt, bro.
Nobody's
they
saying
can
it's gonna
switch.
take years.
They're gonna
Nobody's saying it's
switch
gonna
to
take
a certain way. Imagine Kevin De Bruyne pulling those balls in the box behind defenders, bro. I'm telling you. And Haaland running to you, running to Marcos Alonso. Okay, Malang Sarr defending, and imagine that killer ball that you can't stop. You can't stop Kevin De Bruyne's pass. Remember how clinical it is, and it is got straight to Erling Haaland.
Are you done?
Oh yes, sir. Okay. I'm not done. But never done.
So all I'm trying to say is, you haven't even talked about predictability with Haaland.
Yeah.
Man City's attack becomes more predictable.
It's okay.
Because,
it's just like Robin. Robin, you know what he's gonna do, but you're not gonna stop him. Okay? He's gonna shoot, he's gonna score. Remember the Robin that I'm talking about, right?
Of course.
Okay, the Robin, our Robin that started at Chelsea Football Club. So you know what he's gonna do. You know he's gonna cut inside from his left foot, but you can't stop him. That's the way it is. So Haaland just being there, my bro, this is dangerous if he doesn't get injured. I'm telling you, just watch. I think Pep has enough of tiki-taka, another structure or whatever. He can switch the structure to fit Haaland, and I think it's going to be perfect.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How did you switch the structure with Jack Grealish? It's working really well. Wow, Jack Grealish has been awesome this season. Only 100 million. He fit really nice into the system. How's that going on?
People are different, my brother.
Oh.
People are...
People are the church in the middle of the village.
Players are different. Just because somebody flopped doesn't make another one a mistake.
No, Jack Grealish hasn't flopped though. I'm just asking. Nobody says he's flopped. I'm just asking you a simple question.
Yeah,
because I'm using your formula because I'm just using your line of reasoning. So I don't think I'm outside the scope. We're using your line of reasoning, correct? Okay, good. With what you said with Haaland and Pep being a magician, how come that magic hasn't worked with Jack Grealish? Can you explain that to me?
Yes, let me finish.
Perfect. Your turn,
because you know how I go like 2 hours explanations.
No problem. Go
ahead. So, first of all, Jack Grealish is a bad boy.
Okay.
And
as bad boy, as in he's good, or
bad,
his, or just
no,
his attitude?
in the sense that he wanna do his own thing.
Okay.
And Pep Guardiola, and that one also, I don't know how it's gonna work with Haaland, because Haaland is a big personality, big ego. But I don't know. That's why I believe that he's gonna change a little bit. Finally, after years, he just realized that sometimes you need a bad boy. You need a big personality, because they're gonna win you big games. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That guy got rid of Yaya Toure, got rid of Samuel Eto'o. Okay, Zlatan Abramovic, like he doesn't handle very good egos. But this time, just by bringing Haaland, is kind of, okay, I'm done. You know, humble himself, like, listen, it's about the result at the end of the day. Let me bring some egos. Now, let's go back to Jack Grealish, why it doesn't work. First of all, he doesn't play a lot. He's on the bench and all that. And
no, but there's a reason why he doesn't play a lot.
Yeah, listen, let me finish. The reason can be just because I don't like you, because you don't listen to me. You don't listen to my instructions. You wanna be you. I've seen I don't know, I was doing the watch along here. But I went back and watched the highlight and comment on BT Sports, and they were talking about how Guardiola called Jack Grealish and like called him like, stop working for your statistics. This is Manchester City. Like, they film him getting very angry at Jack Grealish for not following instructions. Like, not about you here, not about your statistics, it's about the team. Stop doing what you're doing, otherwise I'm gonna take you out. It's on TV. That just do some research, you will see that. Now is to tell you that Jack Grealish is coming from a team where he was the king. You know, you don't tell him what to do. Everybody working for him. Now you have to to work in a group, in a system that need to work perfectly, you are not the king. You don't have anything to do. But certain players, bro, you let them be them. Let Neymar be Neymar. Okay, let him do his flair things. Let Messi be Messi. If you gonna micromanage, yeah, that's right. That is the word that I was looking from perspective here. Thank you so much. Some players, you need to give them a little bit of freedom. And I'm sure that Jack Grealish be victim of Guardiola. It's me or nobody. You do what I'm telling you or you're going to be on the bench. The guy benched even Aguero on his prime. Pep Guardiola said, you know what? You're not doing what I'm telling you. You want to show me that you are the big guy here. You are on the bench. Even if we're going to lose in the Champions League, I don't care. You are on the bench. That's how Guardiola is. And that's why they've been losing semi-finals, finals, quarter-finals here and there, because you don't have that, those people like Zlatan with that arrogance sometimes. You need those people sometimes. Ice, are you there? No,
I'm with you loud and clear. Of course. Okay. I'm with you loud and clear.
Like sometimes you need a little bit of arrogant people, ugly, mean people. You don't have to always, like lock certain people in a certain corner. No. That's how you see in big games. Drogba. Yes,
can I jump in? Let me just help you here, because what you did is you just created a story to justify why Jack Grealish is not playing. So I appreciate this your story. I appreciate your story. Okay. You can also, that story is also applicable to who? Erling Haaland. He's the king. Coming in now to remember, City is a constitution of chiefs and villagers.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Tell people what that means.
The constitution of there's going to be chiefs and there's going to be villagers. So there's going to be big characters and there's going to be the workmen, the guys that do the dirty
bring
work.
Water, yeah.
Thank you. There's going to be exactly. So Erling Haaland right now is he coming in? He might come in to be one of the chiefs, but he has to go through the process of. That's why I say the Premier League transition program.
Okay.
That is the reason why I brought the Premier League transition. What did I call it again? ETP.
Yeah.
The English Premier League transition program. You understand? So that same story that you told for Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is stubborn. Jack Grealish is this. Erling Haaland is a big personality, and he's coming in right now. He's going to come in right now to melt into a committee structure type football philosophy. He's coming in as a number before he will become a character. So is he going to have the Is he going to have the patience to go through that learning process? We don't know. We haven't seen it yet. So if you can't just jump the gun and believe that Erling Haaland will work, but Jack Grealish is not going to work. That's not a fair.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give you on that. There's no scientific evidence here to show that it's gonna be that way. At that point, I give it to you.
There's no big, and we can say that Jack Grealish is a perfect example of a big time acquisition that did not work. Because can you remember how much Man City spent on Jack Grealish?
100,000.
And you cannot tell me that 100 million is not enough money to understand that Jack Grealish he has a bad attitude. You want to tell me they didn't do the due diligence on 100 million to understand some of the challenges or some of the attitudinal problems that Jack Grealish has? If you didn't do the due diligence by spending 100 million on those kind of fact-finding assignments, then man, you're not a big club.
No, but I think they had some exchange before even his son. I think you have to talk to the player, right? So the manager will tell you this is what will happen. What in reality it might not happen that way. So for me, this is my theory here that Pep Guardiola just understand that it doesn't have to be always about you. Last night I was watching Jose Mourinho an interview for the Europa League.
La Francais, I'm just reading the comment. La Francais, God bless you for me. Le Francais Dave, God bless you for me, my brother.
Look at Chelsea Perspective is saying that you are always speak like a chairman on a gathering in a village. like
the EPL transition program is not a joke. And look at what La Francais Dave said. Can you please put his comment up?
Yeah, that's it. Is this one the last one? The last comment?
La Francais Dave.
Yeah, Le Francais Dave.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the Premier League. Thank you. We love to park the buses. Is Erling Haaland going to be excited when he comes into a bus park? I don't think so. City are used to that. City are the kings of destroying people's buses. They have like the nuke. They're gonna nuke you, and then the bus means nothing. They have I don't know. But you know why? You're right. They have nukes. Yeah. I like how you put that. But you know the reason why? Because they play in an attack. They play in a committee structure. They play with 3 heads.
But it's missing something. That's why they can't get it over the line.
This is what we said last season. This is exactly what we said
last season. They didn't get Hurricane. They were looking for.
I said for Chelsea. You remember we said this for Chelsea. We were a committee style structure attacking force last season, and then after the Champions League, everybody started saying we're missing one piece.
Okay.
One piece, and we went ahead and spent 100 million on the piece. How is that going for you, my brother?
It's not just you just getting example just to win the debate, but not everybody is Lukaku. We're gonna go back to the system. We're gonna go back to the management, all that, the structure. No, we're gonna just repeat the same things over and over again, my brother.
No, I'm just asking you. Listen, it's one thing. Remember, we had this discussion. I had this discussion with you after the Champions League. I remember I've had a few streams with you, and we were talking about strikers. The one single piece missing. So sometimes in your head, it might be the right.
That's why it's not like an exact science. Okay, you might think
it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
So when I say that Haaland might not work, you should accept it.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to. Because I don't want to be negative, even when we bought Lukaku, right? I didn't want Lukaku to begin with, but he's coming to my team. You want me to be negative and say, oh, it's not gonna work? How do I know that it could work? Why not?
But this is for your enemy. You should be hoping that it doesn't work. What are you talking about? Just because you want to win a debate, you're supporting your enemy.
I'm a fan of beautiful football, man. That kid is good.
Who?
Haaland.
Come on, man. Come on, guys.
He's good. Yeah, man. Let's be honest.
No.
Banter
Let me tell
away.
you, the best striker in the world, Karim Benzema. Number 2, Harry Kane. And then the rest.
How about Lewandowski? How about Lewandowski?
Oh, Lewandowski, yes. Number 3. Thank you. And then the rest. For me, Karim 1, Harry Kane 2, and Lewandowski number 3. Then the rest are the rest. The rest. There's nobody else.
That is your opinion. If you ask 10 people, they're gonna give you 10 different.
No, but my choices are not bad. Ogs, are they?
No, they are not bad at all. But if you ask it to a younger 15, 14 years old, Haaland. They're gonna go for Mbappe, Haaland, and the people that they know, the people in almost their generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends. That debate, you're not gonna convince everybody. Until now,
obviously.
There is a debate between Pele and Maradona. There is a debate between.
No, like again, it's my choice. You're right. Absolutely.
So depend on when you're growing up.
I don't think Haaland is fluent. Haaland he bangs the door down, which is a nice strategy.
You see this? If you are on YouTube, you see this. I write everything you said about Haaland here. When he destroy your team next season, like he scored a hat trick at the bridge, you come back here.
Forbid.
I don't want you to run away.
Score nothing against my
just
team.
imagine that guy running at Malang Sarr, right? He's gonna bully people, and this is the problem that I have with Koundé. Because imagine really if we play forward, but Koundé is gonna be good if we can replace Aspilicueta by Koundé. But as a sweeper, in the middle, man, I'm not too confident. Confident. But in other positions, we can even use him in the midfield or something. But people who tell me that he's a center back and his jumping is good, listen, bro, you can have all the techniques in the world you want, okay? Big Show is gonna just give you one, okay? He's gonna slap you just in the face, and you go down. I mean, it's just like Rey Mysterio with Big Show, right? Those are WWE.
Exactly. What's that saying? Everybody talks loud until you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. I get it. So people just live in their head like it's WWE. This is Mysterio. He's great. Listen, Van Dijk there, okay? Yeah. Matip there, Haaland there, and you coming with my size, okay? 5'10", and you gonna tell me, oh, he jumps good? No, bro. Sometimes it's just not gonna work because you are short.
But be careful what you say before they say you're being a heightist. You're being a heightist.
No, I don't.
You're being a heightist. Yeah, you're supporting tall people only.
Yeah. No, I'm a short guy too, so
there you go.
There's nothing wrong by being short. I'm just saying that in certain positions,
in that role,
like the goalkeeper, okay?
Yeah, you have
Kepa
to be
Arrizabalaga, I was saying.
An example.
I was saying about Kepa Arrizabalaga. He would touch the ball, but the ball going at the back of the net. But sometimes it's not necessarily that Mendy is better than Kepa, but Mendy got the natural advantage of, fingertips, boom, out.
Exactly.
But Kepa will go the right way, but will miss it because he's not tall.
Not tall enough. Absolutely.
So I'm a short guy. I have no problem with us short people, but I'm telling you, in certain positions, you need badass, okay? You need a badass like Koulibaly. Okay, you need a badass like that.
Agenda.
No, it's not about agenda. I don't even know if we're gonna get Koulibaly, but I'm giving you an example of somebody that you coming to him, you afraid, okay?
Yeah.
You are attacking, but you are. How am I going to go past that guy? He's bigger than me. He's everything, But when they see Koundé there as a centre back,
you know where I stand with Koundé, so I've already told you I'm not a Koundé. He has the attitude, but I don't, like you said, I don't know if he's the profile we need for that position.
He's gonna replace Aspi. Aspi is good, but for people who've been preaching me, he's jumping.
Aspi. That's a good point. So he's about the same height as Aspi, right?
Yeah, he's the same, almost the same height.
Bad.
So he can replace Aspi, but not Rudiger, man. Rudiger.
No. Please,
you can't.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So Alta, my brother, thank you for coming back. 6 minutes to go, Jose Mourinho. You see, look at the game management. Oh, stop talking. They might concede now, and you. You go. So your comments. Okay,
God,
so Mourinho is frustrating guy to play against. Yeah, look at how Mourinho is frustrating people. Did you see the fight on the bench?
Of course, that's the way to do it, man.
This guy is
management.
Manager. He's doing the Mourinho. This is the typical Mourinho. One goal, you frustrate the opposition. You almost punch your colleague manager on the bench. The referee is at fault. Okay, John Obi Mikel is coming, people. You see the management here? John Obi Mikel. Look at Mourinho, what he's doing right now.
As opposed to standing on the line and dancing the Macarena.
Hey, Macarena.
Come on, man.
So listen, I'm gonna zip it until the end of this game. Otherwise.
As long as, listen, the bottom line is, I know what we were talking about is you believe Sterling will not fit, and I'm telling you that Sterling will fit, and then I also believe that it will take a while before Haaland fits, and you believe Haaland will fit, And I came to you saying, if Haaland is going to fit, how come Jack Grealish didn't fit? And you came with your long story about how the elephant crossed the river and went and got the tortoise. A long story. You came with me with one wonderful story.
Yeah.
To prove to me that why Jack Grealish didn't work. But when it comes to Haaland, there's no story for him. He's going to, and when Le Francais Dave has told you that the EPL is blessed with bus parks all over the pitch. If you don't go through the EPL transition program, it doesn't matter how much we spend on you. You're not going to succeed.
Listen, he learned it from his house, from his dad. He's learning it when he was a baby.
That's true. That's true. I give him that one. No, but look at Iwobi. Look at Alex Iwobi. Iwobi. His uncle
JJ
was a
Okocha,
legend.
right?
Yes.
But hey, look at
Frank
even his father.
Even his father played.
Listen,
Iwobi's father was a big-time footballer
back
home. Yeah, back home.
Okay.
Played for Vasco da Gama. Yeah.
So listen, don't sleep on my boy like that.
Who?
Iwobi Wankinobi.
Iwobi Wankinobi.
He's the key. He is the key at Everton right now by far.
I agree.
He's unlocking defenses. Because of him, Lampard stayed in the Premier League. Fact. Without Iwobi Wankinobi, you don't stay in the Premier League. He was defensively solid, offensively solid, very aggressive. So sometimes it depends on the system, depend on the manager to trust you and tell you, Mr. Iwobi Wankinobi, go there, do your thing.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Don't disrespect Iwobi like that, because I'm going to shoot you now.
Frank Lampard I don't know how Frank Lampard did it, but I thank him, because he's doing the Super Eagles a favor, because we lost Iwobi Adam. Justifiably so, because his form was terrible. But Frank Lampard, I don't know what he did, man. He revitalized.
Yeah, confidence.
Yeah, confidence. And now Iwobi's playing real football. So no, I'm happy. If anybody's happy, I'm the happiest. You saw me rejoicing when I saw what's his name, Aribo playing as striker. The same thing. So maybe, like you said, you're right. If a coach believes in you and is willing to take risk with you, maybe that's what some players need. Maybe that's what Pulisic needs. But obviously, it doesn't look like
it doesn't apply for Pulisic, right?
Because Tuchel, like you said, Tuchel doesn't want to give him the confidence. So he should go.
Yeah.
No, I'm using your line of reasoning. That's your line of reasoning. Because he doesn't get the support.
Chelsea Perspective say that buses are sold in the EPL.
Exactly. Bus spare parts. We sell buses in the EPL. Absolutely. Oh my God. Yes, man. And listen, Chelsea Perspective, you're absolutely spot on. Buses are sold in the EPL, but is this guy willing to move a bus? Ellen Haaland. Listen, people are forgetting.
He's gonna destroy. Like I say, he's a nuke. You know, you can't raise. He's just
yes. There's what's called the Bundesliga tax. How many Bundesliga players have joined the EPL in the past 3 years and answered the duck to water approach and have assimilated seamlessly? Can you please name them? I'm listening. In the past 2 years, only 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
You might be right, because even Joelinton now is in another level, but it took him a couple of seasons.
Before it took him a long time. Yes.
But like I said, not everybody is built the same. True. We have a different genes. True. We have different. That Erling Haaland, he's just like from Manchester. He's already from the PL, born in Leeds, right? In England. Right. So he was learning that trend right from his living room. From the living room, you are learning the Premier League already. But anyways, I understand there's no guarantee that anybody that will come, no matter how good you've been in another league, there's no guarantee that you're going to come and destroy everybody. But you can always guess. You can look at Harvest, right? Look at
but what are you basing your guesses on? Let me ask you a question. What are you basing your guesses on?
Okay.
Like you must have something that you're using to
Yeah, for me,
it's
you drink holy water. Me, I get my water from Chelsea perspective. So we are different. So you choose your holy water. I choose my cup of tea.
So what
I'm saying is my guessing is based on my personal analysis. Let's call it that way.
Because he's banging in goals. Obviously, there's data.
Yeah,
proving.
for me, because I'm basing it because of how Manchester City been for the last 4 years. In 5 years, they won 4 Champions League. They are working already good and based on world class.
No, Man City will never win a Champions League.
The Premier League. Okay.
My goodness.
So
listen, between Chelsea and Man City, please don't ever do that to Chelsea. Please.
Okay, listen, that is a slip of language.
Ahead.
You know that.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
so in the last 5 Premier League, they won 4, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Champions
Kudos.
League, they can't do it. They can't do it. But based on how good they've been, without even a striker, okay, and now that they have a very oiled machine, it's just working perfectly. They have the best passers in the world in Kevin De Bruyne. Everybody can pass the ball like nobody's business. Cancelo is there killing it. Rodri is everybody's good in that team. You have Bernardo Silva just like Messi. Yeah. Dribbling, passing. So I am just thinking that this brother here, if he's given the freedom to do his thing, he's gonna do it because of how good the team is already. But at Chelsea Football Club, you bring somebody, it's just not working. The system is not good
enough. How many players are playing with freedom at the Etihad? Can you please help me answer that question?
Freedom, but that's why I say that probably that's what they need it. That freedom guy, give him freedom because everybody else is doing the job already.
Okay. Hey.
So yeah,
I was excited. I was so excited when Man City picked up Haaland. I was so excited. I'm like, finally.
You are jealous. You are just
no.
jealous.
I just want City to slow down. I think Haaland.
So you didn't want him to come to Chelsea, right?
No, I don't need him much. No, I don't want him close to anything close to Chelsea.
Your executive decisions need to be reviewed. you need evaluation. Your executive decisions need evaluation. The king of evaluation himself need to be evaluated.
I'm humble enough to be evaluated. But the question is, some people I know will never accept evaluation. Some people I know, they will always remain the church in the middle of the village.
Listen, Ice, can we finish this by just Mourinho? 1 minute to go. Let's focus on this game, guys.
Please
listen. 1-0. Still I don't know, 20 or 30 seconds to go here in my location, people.
I think this is going to be 1-1.
1-1?
I think so. Feyenoord going to score very shortly.
No, Mourinho already put John Obi Mikel.
Look at this guy crossing the ball like it's over. The game is over.
It's not going to happen, bro.
No, it's not going to happen, man.
Mourinho has got this. The first Conference League in the history.
Mourinho won it.
Game is over, man. The game is over.
And they didn't even did they qualify for Champions League in
the Serie A? No. They didn't. In
the Serie A, sorry. Yeah.
They're gonna go to Europa League. But the second season is where Mourinho is more dangerous. And this one is gonna just give them some hope, some confidence in the team that we won a trophy after I don't know how many years. So this is the beginning. This is the beginning of Mourinho and Tammy. Next season, they're going to be in another level. Come on. Yes! Done! Jose Mourinho!
Calm down.
I can sing now, bro. You've been telling me to start now. You've been telling me. It's over. It's not going to happen anymore. Jose Mourinho and Tammy Abraham are champions, people. Wow.
You see how beautiful it is to win cup competitions? It galvanizes the squad.
Yeah,
it injects the spirit of
Tammy
of
Abraham won back-to-back European competitions in 2 years. Sit down, people. Sit down.
Calm down.
Let me talk, man.
You cannot mourn like. Remember what I said to you. You can't mourn louder than the bereaved. Calm down.
You can't calm down. The game is over, bro. The game is over. It's not the VAR. It's no VAR here.
Congratulations to Roma, Jose Mourinho, Tammy Abraham.
Tammy Abraham.
This is Tammy laughing at Chelsea. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is Tammy laughing at Chelsea.
You can try to sabotage this, but this is big. This is huge. Okay?
It's huge, man.
The winning mentality is in the team, just like you said.
Absolutely.
And this is the beginning of big things for Roma. But I heard that Newcastle might go for Mourinho.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the news been circulating out there.
That's a good acquisition. That is a good acquisition.
Because Mourinho is coming to win.
That is a good acquisition, man. I think that if he goes to Newcastle
with the money they got, Mourinho.
Bro, actually, that's a good acquisition. Mourinho can leave Roma just like Ancelotti left Everton. Same way.
Yeah. Well, Ancelotti went. Yeah, I can see. Newcastle are big teams too. Yeah.
They're not a big team. Respect yourself, Ogs. Come on.
No, they're a big team in England. Back in the day, they used to smash us.
No, have they completed their ETP certification? Not yet. When they complete their ETP certifications, then we can talk. It's not easy. If you haven't completed your ETP sets, you're not going anywhere.
Bro, you forgot back in the day, under like Alan Shearer and all that, man.
Exactly.
Newcastle are big in the country, bro.
Oh, no, of course. No, in terms of heritage, yes, absolutely. They have
football heritage, yeah.
Yeah, no, I give it to them. No, I'm just talking about now. Obviously, Newcastle has huge football heritage, yes. The Alan Shearers of the world. Even remember Shola Amobi with his brother, but Shola was later on. But yeah, for sure, man. Newcastle, huge football heritage. But as it stands now, they still have to go through what's called the renewed. I guess they'll go through a renewed version of the EPL transition program.
Alta said that he's proud of Jose Mourinho. Les Français Dev say 3 Chelsea ex-players won trophies this season. Yeah, Tomori won.
Oh, yes.
Tammy Abraham. And who else? Who was the third one?
Giroud.
Oh, yeah. Giroud also won.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. You see, and all these players we miss. All these players we missed, man. But there's always a reason for why you like
Yes, in perspective, say that all these managers are like prostitutes.
They will not leave, but they can be bought.
Yeah, they can be bought, man.
Yeah, no,
the end of the day.
Be bought.
Newcastle.
No, but that's a good shout. It only makes sense. It will be stupid for Mourinho to turn that offer away.
Jose Mourinho, man, I'm happy for my boy Tammy and Jose Mourinho. Yeah. Congratulations to them, man. People, if you wanna join me and Ice, we still here for a few more minutes until.
Join us. Let us argue it out. I need to.
Yeah, I'm tired of this guy, man.
Somebody needs to talk to Oggs and tell him that football is not plug and play. Somebody needs to talk to Oggs, please.
Yeah.
Yes, Giroud. Yes, Le Français. Yo, Le Français. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for cementing a lot of my pointers. He actually helped me.
Yeah, you always like people who agree with you, right?
Of course, no, because there's only a few of us.
Listen, one day I'm gonna have a hardcore. I'm gonna have my people to back me here.
Yeah. Le Français, thanks, bro. Thanks for giving me some stats. I did not know that Raheem Sterling has 131 goals.
Bro, listen, forget about Sterling.
That's gonna help me for my future debate. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Forget about Sterling, man. He's not coming to Chelsea Football Club.
You think so? I hope he is. I know he's not, but
he's linked with Chelsea. Chelsea are apparently considering, but I don't think it's gonna happen, man. The money that he's on at Man City, I don't think Chelsea are gonna be able to pay him that kind of money. But if he can take a price cut and he can accept to be on the bench and only on the field when Christian Pulisic is not there.
Nice try.
A second
Nice
feeder
try.
to Christian Pulisic.
Nice try.
And then I'm gonna keep an open mind in that case.
Nice try, man. Nice try, Ox. Nice try. We
Oh,
shall
man.
see. We shall see. Football is gradually coming to an end. I can't believe this. Wow.
Yeah,
So after this now, what's left now? Champions League?
Champions League on Saturday and then Nations League next week.
Which one is
So-
Nations League? Oh, the
the
international.
the international games. So there's
Are
no
you
break.
doing a team Chelsea team review at the end of the year?
If you want us to have a big
sure.
debate, yeah, we
Sure,
can
I'll
do
join.
that.
Yeah, I'll join. I'll be glad to join. I'd love to do that. I want to see what people think about the yearly review for most of these our guys.
And I'm going on tour too. I'm going with Chelsea on tour.
Chelsea
They are coming
on
here.
what?
Tour. We have a tour here that Chelsea are coming on pre-season here in the US.
Oh yes, that's right. You have a tour. I remember you do have a tour. Yes, you're going to. Where is it again?
I'm going to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I'm driving back to Orlando.
Yes.
Florida.
When does that start?
I have to double check my.
Hey, Tragic TV, my brother. How you doing, bro?
I need my coffee first.
Tragic, are you watching the playoffs, the NBA playoffs? I know you're a basketball guy. Anybody watching the playoffs tonight? Big game, Miami Heat, Boston Celtics, game 5. I hope Coach Spo is going to behave himself. We need to win tonight, man. Oh, big game tonight for us.
Good luck to you, though.
I know.
Good luck.
Yeah, Tragic TV said Mourinho must be hyped right now. Mourinho is a winner, man. You got to give it to him.
Mourinho is a proper winner.
Yeah,
But,
he is a proper
you know,
winner.
I respect Mourinho, right? But I am not going to buy to the idea of he's Mr. Chelsea. He loves Chelsea.
He's not any Mr.
such and
Chelsea,
such.
I beg.
Listen, for me, I would say he just there for business. He's Mr. Clubs.
Absolutely.
That's what he said. He
Absolutely.
goes, he does his job. He said he's not gonna manage any team in England, only Chelsea. He talks good about Chelsea, but other than that,
We gave him the biggest platform. We gave him his platform.
It's like people make it sound like it's Mourinho or nobody. He's a proper Chelsea.
We gave him the platform.
It's business.
to
The
shine.
end of the day, he was
Absolutely.
the well-paid manager on the
Out of all
land.
of them, yeah.
Back then, he did his job.
Ox, do we even have a coach that we can call Mr. Chelsea? Let's be fair. In the past 20 years, who would you give that title to if there was
Lampard.
one coach? Yeah, well, I guess based on his playing career.
Yeah, I mean, you can question
is
his management
true.
or whatever, but let's take
But
it
he is
away,
Mr.
right?
Yeah,
Let's
he
take
is
his
Mr. Chelsea.
failure as a manager away.
Absolutely.
Let now think about how many years he served Chelsea as a player, and then he came back as a manager.
What about Di Matteo?
Oh yeah, he's a good shout too.
He played. He spent some time playing, and he won us the champion. Yeah, you can say he
Yeah,
was
you can
there
say,
when we won the
so.
Champions League.
Uh-huh.
He gave
And
us the first Champions League.
The proper Mr. Chelsea, I would say, is Steve Holland. Because
Stevie.
Steve Holland, like every
Good
time
shout.
you need
Good
his
shout.
help, he's always there. He
Good
doesn't
shout.
mind to be number 2, number
Absolutely.
3, stuff
Unsung
like
heroes. Absolutely. And he was key in that 2012 victory at the Champions League. He was the main voice. A lot of the players gave him credit. No, you're right. I forgot about Steve Holland. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Steve Holland to come back one day.
that. He's soft. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
he calms things down. Like I don't think he's gonna
He needs a big character. to
Yeah,
work
he
with.
doesn't have
That's
that
true.
character. He's there just to cool stuff
He's the
down.
voice of reason.
Yeah, bring
Yeah.
everybody together, stuff like
Exactly.
that. I don't think he's gonna be a good manager really
good
for
shout.
Chelsea.
shout.
Tragic said that he supports Mourinho because he managed his team, Real Madrid, right? He managed two teams. He managed Man United and Real Madrid, right?
Yeah.
You still the call still involved. The call is there. The link been there forever.
Tragic. Jump on, bro. Let's chop it up.
I'm gonna leave as soon as the trophy is given, so I can celebrate with Tammy and Mourinho. And I will go and do some.
Calm down.
Why are you coming down? The cup is already won.
Don't mourn louder than the bereaved.
There is no Anthony Taylor in this game. Okay.
Save your celebrations for Chelsea and Chelsea only.
I'm celebrating for Tammy. The amount of hate that he got from online expert calling him names, insulting the kid 24/7 online just because he missed a few chances here and there. What do you think you are? Tammy did something.
I got to give you credit though. You've been a Tammy. You've supported Tammy from day one. I saw all your videos on Tammy.
Yeah,
I have to give you that one. You tried. You tried for Tammy, man.
That guy.
You never changed. I thought you were going to change. I switched a little bit. I was frustrated because I wanted.
I know you.
I know I switched. I'm not going to lie because I wanted him to wear that number 9 shirt, especially after that wonder goal he scored against Arsenal. I'm like, okay, this is our guy. And then
you don't give people time. The problem with you don't give people time. Like you're gonna give them a short period of time, and after that you're gonna kill them. That's just the problem.
Stop. Why are you making me sound bad?
Now, I was surprised the other time we were on the show here, and you didn't support your boy Kai Havertz. You start saying, "Oh, he's average. Get rid of him."
He's average, man.
How do you know that one season?
I did not say get rid of him, but he's average.
He's average. No, how do you know that 22 years old kid?
Average player.
How do you know that he's average?
Player. Like he can't. Listen. I've looked at this guy's play, all the totality of the body of his work. Yes, he can get better. His ceiling is very high. He has the potential to be a class player. But as it stands right now, Kai Havertz is average.
No, Tragic. What do you have to say, bro?
Tragic. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
We're good, bro.
Yeah, we just watching Mourinho and try to celebrate with Roma.
Yeah, so what's up with you guys, man? Been a while.
It's been a minute. Yeah, you're right. It's been a minute. Just hanging around and
we haven't heard from you since you just disappeared since Mbappe snapped.
No, you're pissing me off, man. You're pissing me. Listen, okay, first of all, I was already going through the mourning of the fact that he wasn't coming. And all of a sudden you say, oh, Real Madrid this, Real Madrid that. And then on top of that, I couldn't actually get my point through because I'll be talking about something. Then
I know that you were pissed. I know that I got you pissed that day. Because, listen, Real Madrid, man, Real Madrid, what they did to us and what they did to other teams, it's just like... Huh?
All of a sudden you're talking about this. I've never heard you talk about bullying or whatever.
I want to hear this.
They've been. I've been very honest, bro. Listen,
I know you're honest.
I know that you are young, but back in the day, okay, if Real Madrid wants somebody, no matter what, they're gonna get that person, and that was my point. Like. Why they always think that they are entitled to getting all the best in the world and other team don't have the right to say no or bully them, you see?
No, that's not the point though. Okay, it's not that other teams have the right to say no. It's just the fact, okay, if you want to, for example, if you want to just isolate the Mbappe issue, that's an entirely different issue because Mbappe wasn't like a random guy that we decided to say, oh, we want that guy. He literally was a Madrid fan. He was a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. You can see him in a Real Madrid tracksuit. He was a fan of us. So it's not like he was a random guy that we went up to POC and said, like, all right, give us Mbappe. So that's like a different issue. But if we're talking about bullying clubs into getting players, I mean, okay, if we're talking, let's take the Galactico era for example.
Okay.
When we got Zinedine Zidane, when we got him from Juventus. He publicly said that he wanted to play for Real Madrid. When Ronaldo, R9, when we got him from Inter, first of all, he was having problems with Inter. I forgot the exact issues. You probably remember because it was your era.
Yeah.
But he was he was having big issues with Inter, and then he wanted to make a big step up to his games by going to another club. So he decided on Ronaldo, or he decided on Real Madrid, and Florentino was like, yeah, sure, come on board. The only time we've actually like tried to bully the club, and especially during the Galactic era, was when we went over to Barcelona and got Figo. That was pretty ridiculous, because not only was he a club legend for Barca, but he was he said Puta Madrid before when he was at Barca. So it was like that was probably like going up to them and like getting them in their dark era and like taking their best player. But for me, that's the only time like where we bully the club. But every other time, it was totally the players' decision.
Sorry, excuse me. I wanted to say Mourinho is getting his medal, his gold medal here, and respect, man. You can see the emotion in his face, man. This guy almost cried. Like, it means a lot to me, to him, and the whole city of Rome. Like, I can't believe that. Huh?
It means a lot. It means a lot until Newcastle gives him 300 million.
Come on, you coming there with another conspiracy theory?
You told me, you led me on to this conspiracy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I think Newcastle. I heard, but you know,
on Tragic TV, don't you think Shamak? Wow, this guy is still in the game. Holy, not Shamak. What's his name?
Mkhitaryan?
No, the Italian kid with a lot of hair. He's
El Shaarawy.
El Shaarawy, man.
Yeah. He's still there.
Anyways, Tragic TV. So you don't think Real Madrid bullied Chelsea into selling Hazard?
Robin, let's start by Robin.
And then how do you define
Robin
first? I have for you, Tragic. How do you define bullying? Is it pay you out of your misery, or just like what's the definition of bullying?
Okay, yeah.
And I want to add something quickly. Sorry, Tragic. I want to add that those players are not coming for a minimum wage. Like, you can tell Ronaldo or Figo or the big Ronaldo I'm talking about here. Zidane. Like,
you're talking R9.
R9? They came to Real Madrid. Yes, they love the club, apparently, but they got paid like double, triple, or even 4 times what they were getting in other clubs. So that tells you that also that is in another way some kind of bullying, because you don't have the same amount of money. You can't match them. You see the bully, the sense that I'm using for bullying people here is like Hazard at Chelsea Football Club. He was like on 200k, and he got that salary raise like before even he left Chelsea. So all this time Hazard he started like on 90k, and then he went to 120, and then he was so awesome, we increased a little bit. But going to Real Madrid and getting 450k every week, don't you see that people are gonna love you for the love, but behind that love, just because of the money?
Okay, I see your point, but the thing is, like, do we have public wages of the Hazard? For example, when Hazard came to Madrid, are there public wages of his increase? Like, was it a drastic increase, or? Yeah,
he's like on 400 something at Madrid, but at Chelsea, the most he got is 200k. You see? So in one way, I know what you mean, that people really love to play for Real Madrid, but somehow it's not really love football. History, prestige, and all that, institution, yes. But behind that, if you offer them minimum wage, right, or the same money that they've been getting in another team, probably they were not going to move to you. We never saw anybody like take a salary cut to play for Real Madrid because of love, because of prestige. They come there, they got crazy amount of money. That's all I can say. But
okay. If we,
go on. I'm just celebrating with Roma, but it's okay.
Okay. No, I was gonna say that. Okay, if you want to put that in the category of bullying, like, that's. I mean, for example, like Barca can also do the same thing. I think this has to do. It has to do with the fact that I'm not trying to be mean, but like a club is more prestigious than the other. Look, our history goes back decades, or even centuries, if you want to go, you can go that far. And if you want to bring up,
yeah, I completely understand the prestige behind it.
Yeah, but an extra
prestige.
an extra 250 grand a week.
Yeah, it's gonna make you think.
It's also going to make you say, okay, like Oggs was saying, prestige or no prestige, if you're giving me an extra 250 grand,
in
the case of Hazard, I'm gonna go and join the prestigious club in quotation. So that's why I asked you earlier, Tragic, how do you define bullying? Like how are we defining bullying?
In terms of football, it's not don't take it seriously. I'm
talking about in terms of football. And no, please, just to clarify with people in the comments, I just want to know how, like in terms of financial and team relationships, what do you consider bullying? Is it throwing money at the problem, at the situation, or is it just the fact that you're, like you said, you're a big club, so when you make a call, people start coming? Is that what happens?
Yeah. So when I talk about prestige, that also ties into the wage increases. Like for example, if you how do I put it in comparison to something else? If you work at the Marriott Hotel,
yes,
or some prestigious hotel or something, I don't know.
Yes,
okay. Your wages are going to be higher than if you were working at like Hotel B or whatever, like hotel. Like
absolutely.
a motel,
Absolutely,
around the corner, and that's also because that hotel is very prestigious.
Yes.
And other is just a random hotel that was created 15 years ago or whatever. It's not an exact example, but it's just a small example.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah. Yes, like I'm saying, prestige also has to do with a club's wages, what wages they give to players, and when you talk about bullying, I mean, we don't.
Bullying in terms of football. Let me tell you. You know Chelsea when Abramovic bought Chelsea, right? People were calling us bullies because we want your player. We pay the money. We got him. So people were using it. Chelsea, you are bullying people because you got money. In that sense. So when you can talk about prestige and all that. I understand, but also you have more money than other people. You got what you want. That's how it works in life.
It's not our fault though. Look, okay, at the end of the day, someone has to come to an agreement.
Yeah.
With the other club. A club has to come with an agreement to the other club to accept an offer. So for example,
I don't blame you. Listen, I don't blame Real Madrid because that's what they are. They got the money. What do you want them to do with their money? They want to buy so I got you in that point. The problem I have is Real Madrid fans made it sound like Mbappe left for money. He chose the money instead of prestige. So I'm like, your prestige is also tied with money because you offered almost the same kind of money. So you complaining about money when you've been giving people money. That is the hypocrisy that I didn't want to. But nobody want to listen to me, and I got in too much trouble. Yeah.
No, I understand what you're saying, but the thing is, we didn't match the prices. Like, okay, people want to say that we've matched the prices. For example, Mbappe's mother said that the prices were pretty matched between Madrid and PSG, but that wasn't the case. Look, listen, Madrid was competing with a
country, an oil country. Yeah, I understand
two countries. We're competing with France and Qatar. It was physically. I mean, even if we wanted him, even when we wanted him, it was physically impossible to get him because. Yeah.
So I completely agree. France, like PSG offer more. He's there just like the president, the owner, the president of France, and president or the king of Qatar. I understand that you can't compete or you can't fight with a state. But Tragic, do a little bit of research. Back in the day, right? I think Bernabeu. Santiago Bernabeu was supposed. Yeah, if you know the history of him when the state of the kingdom of Spain were fighting with the Catalonia part to get him, and how much money it was spent for the prestige and get somebody. So politics and money is not the first time he got involved in the Spanish kind of influence. So it's happened in the past. Like and at the end, Real Madrid won it because of the king or whatever. It's a lot of stories, a lot of politics behind it. Some of them are fake, some of them are true. So there is nothing new under the sun. But depend on your generation, you understand that, it's what we see today. But that's all I can say. But hey, I didn't try to, to piss you off or anything. I was just, I was kind of a little bit happy my entire life to see that Real Madrid wants somebody and then they don't get that person. I just wanted them to feel the same way I felt then when you came with the money and took Robin from us. You took Hazard or you took such and such or Gareth Bale, or when we were fighting for Modric and then you came out of the blue, boom, more money, more prestige, you took the player, so those little things. Go on.
No, the thing is, I completely understand what you're saying. Like if the tables were turned, I would probably feel the same thing. If I was like a Chelsea fan, you're a Madrid fan, something like this would happen, I would probably laugh at you as well, or like I snub you. But at the same time, like what I'm pissed about this situation about is it's not like PSG is like a sole supplier of itself, right? And I agree with you about back in the day about Madrid and Santiago Bernabeu and how the Spanish government was probably helping Madrid. That stuff like that probably happened because it was back in the day. Like stuff like that most likely happened. But we're talking about like in this day and age where Madrid pretty much makes its own money. It doesn't get help from the Spanish government. For example, we went through a huge load off to clear out wages for 2 years ago when we pretty much bought Hazard and a bunch of those other players. We're going into debt, so we had to load off players and then sell players, make money. Like for example, in the last window, we got Alaba on a free, and then 35 million for Camavinga. So we didn't spend that much. So anyway, I'm straying off. If we're talking about a club versus a club, and for example PSG beat us, I wouldn't be pissed because it's like Mbappe wants to stay at PSG. That's all cool, But the thing is, mixing the fact that PSG have France and Qatar behind them, also with
two
the
countries.
Fact that Also with the fact that Mbappe literally hinted so many times that he wants to join us. The last transfer window, he was like, "Yeah, I'm being imprisoned by PSG. They're keeping me here. I really want to join you guys." He's giving us these false narratives and false talks into wanting to join us when literally none of that was the case.
I think he played a good game here. He traveled to Spain. He went to Qatar. He was going back and forth to try to get what he wanted. I think he's a smart kid, a smart team that are also greedy. Let's call it that way. But there is it's not black or white. There is a gray area there. You can find red. You can find any color there. It's not only black or white there. Rainbow, everything you're gonna find there. And if you look even at the league, La Liga getting even involved and complaining to FIFA and whatever, that also, it's a lot of stuff mixed on to that. But let's just leave it there, brother. I've been here for 3 hours. I'm gonna have to go and take some rest. I will see you probably for the Champions League final if you have time. Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday. I'll probably be watching with my brother, but I will be.
Oh yeah, no problem. No.
I'll probably be in the chat, and maybe I'll join one time. I'll join the. Join the call.
You don't have to. I'm just telling you, open invitation. If you see me, and you wanna us to continue the Mbappe thing, because it's gonna be the whole summer. We're gonna have time to talk about this Mbappe situation, because more and more we're gonna hear more version. Like I heard that Camavinga already, Tchouaméni already agreed to join Real Madrid. And then before I went live on this stream, I read L'Equipe, which is a big outlet there in France, Mbappe is trying to convince his brother Tchouaméni to join PSG. So that is...
Okay, well, it's l'équipe. It's l'équipe. All right, but it's like Marca almost for Spain. It's like Marca.
Well, l'équipe, Marca always support like Madrid, but l'équipe try many times also to get on like French teams, like they don't really. Yeah, but that is another discussion. It is what it is. Yeah. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, and we're gonna discuss about it. Okay, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I the only thing I trust is Fabrizio Romano. Whenever he posts a video, that's the only person I trust. I don't trust any other out there.
Only when he say "Here we go," and then it's
exactly.
"Here we go."
Once he says "Here we go," that's it. It's like, yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's
but even him, he gave a "Here we go" about Messi signing. It's still paperwork is almost "Here we go," and he also almost give a "Here we go" about Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid.
Oh.
But yeah, even him, he needs some information from other sources that he work with. But yeah, let's wait and see, bro. I'll see you next time, bro. Tragic. But
all right, I'll see you too. Later, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Hey,
bye.
Later, man. Tragic. All the best, bro.
Later.
Okay,
Likewise,
Mr.
Man.
Executive Decision. Say goodbye to people because I have to leave. I'm hungry, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today. Congratulations to
Roma, Jose Mourinho and Tammy Abraham.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Also good to see Terrace, the striker for Feyenoord, striker for Super Eagles as well. Congratulations to everyone. Have a great one. And we do this again. Oggs, thanks for having me.
No
Remember,
problem.
Oggs, I'm giving you an assignment. Go home and work on your executive decision skills. Okay? Thanks, Oggs. Thanks for having me.
All right,
bro.
man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tragic TV is gone and Ice is gone. People, I'm gonna have to leave. I've been here for 3 hours. Thank you so much for helping. And don't forget, on your way out, subscribe, share. It takes you only 1 second. God bless you. Good night, good day, good whatever time it is in your location. And I will see you next time. Tomorrow we are live because if Chelsea takeover is concluded, everything is signed, we have to go live to give people the opportunity to talk, right? And Saturday, for sure, the final of the Champions League. Be there, okay? Don't miss out on the Champions League. Who's gonna win it? I don't know. I don't have any position because I want both teams to lose. But listen, I'm gonna choose the team that's gonna hurt the less. You know, if Liverpool win, it's gonna hurt. If Real Madrid lose, it's gonna hurt. So I don't know. I'm gonna just be in the middle. I hope both teams can lose. Anyways, people, it was a pleasure. The special one won the trophy with Tammy Abraham. Thank you to Nicolo Zaniolo, goal in the first half. The game management was awesome from Jose Mourinho. That's how you win finals, okay? All right, people, I'll see you next time. God bless.
Yeah. Unknown Brain. Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous. I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, and I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking